So yeah, I mean, in the last chapter, your fucking whole planet got I don't know, crystallized. These crystal vines are there, and they're sucking the life out of your planet somehow. And you escaped with Captain Elena Startel, and you were on your way to the Rock of Brawl when you were maligned by some astral elves. But you fought them off. They teleported away, and you made your way further towards the Rock of Brawl, where you came upon a derelict vessel, which you plundered heartily, finding much adventure inside. And as you were about to leave, you were ensnared by a big top coming from behind a nearby asteroid, floating gently into your presence. The thing is about 100 feet away from you as three red balloons emerge from within it and start to float gently as if in a breeze towards your vessel. If only.
Do we know if they're aggressive? I forget how.
The captain is freaking out at this point.
Oh, okay.
She's confused at the sight of the red balloons. Looking over the side here. I'm not sure what to make of this.
What does it mean?
I've not seen them use balloons as the balloons float gracefully towards your ship.
Who's them?
The clowns! The space clowns! Devilish.
I want to see if I can get a closer look at it.
Sure. You want to make a perception check?
Okay.
Yeah, it appears to be some kind of large space vessel. Probably made out of metal and painted red and yellow. It slowly spins. The balloons appear to be pretty standard red balloons that you would have seen in any amusement that might have balloons.
Oh, so like normal balloon size.
Yeah, normal balloon size. There's three of them all floating in a group together, and they are about 50 feet off of the side of your ship at this point. And
there's nothing attached to them.
Strings, just white strings hanging down.
For some reason, I pictured the whatever creatures floating in on the balloons, holding on, Mary Poppins style. That's yeah. Okay.
And they come within 25 feet of the ship.
We were supposed to keep our old HP, right?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, Xander, I was about to say. I just realized that myself and fixed it.
Let me pull up the YouTube.
That's a good point. Yeah, just right towards the end.
Oh,
whatever your HP was.
That's a good idea.
It's whatever. These things, these balloons will float to above where your ship is, just hovering.
Could we shoot them down?
Maybe try one.
And as you say that, I'm going to ask you to roll initiative.
Okay.
As two of these balloons pop, and from the gas within the balloons that emerges, form two motley dressed ass space clowns.
Motley.
Mm-hmm.
Would that have... No, that's not this one. That one.
2.5 hours?
Would this have been number 3?
Number 3? What was number 3?
The episode from last time? Is it Treacherous Salvage?
Yes, absolutely. Sorry. Yeah, last time was episode 3. That is accurate. We are currently making episode 4. Oh, shit. And the initiative is all fucked up here. I gotta take the ones that you guys... So that's Rokos at 23. Let's get rid of Rokos at 10. That's Zanril. I don't see Zanril. It's below, probably.
Oh, I was at full health, looks like.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Wait,
easy.
let me scoot all the way to the end.
Okay, I'm legal.
Grody just rolled a 7.
Just barely, though.
Can you see mine, Dom? It's hard on my phone.
Yeah, it says...
I'm at full.
It says 53 out of 53 right now.
No. On the...
I got rid of that. No, I got rid of it.
Oh, shoot. I mean, it was that way a couple minutes towards the end. So.
And then we'll roll the 19. All right, this should be fine. Bloop. Cool. Excellent. That's going to bring us to Rokos.
My turn.
I can do a little bit more of a description. In fact, I can do. Here we go. Boop. Let's show that
You're
to you.
at 42 out of 42.
Oh.
Does that get shown to players?
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant. I love it.
That's what I figured. Yeehaw. Well,
yeah,
I believe the last thing I said is I fucking hate clowns or something to that effect. So I don't feel like I would try to reason with them. Well, if it ain't broke, we won't fix it. We'll just do this. I'll go into melee with this individual right here. And I will swing my sword and swing my sword again.
You clip this clown with your second swing, but not the first.
I will get ready to defend.
Oh man, it removed.
That will be the end of
that's not
my turn.
Fair enough. The recounter for Shaw.
All right, let's see. Just double checking something real quick. All right, this should be good. So hold on. Does that happen afterwards? Regardless. Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah. So I got new buttons. I hear buttons.
Buttons. You got some buttons?
Did I accident? Oops.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Gotcha. Okay.
I don't know why it's not showing me the info and I can't click it appropriately.
Oh shit. I guess I should probably do this too. My bad. That's fine.
Sorry.
Okay, so we only got the things that we just got for the level. Everything else is just...
That's accurate.
Yep. In that case, I have 1/3 level slot.
Oh.
There you go.
And in that case, this is apparently a spell I have access to.
Where are you throwing it?
Recounter for Shaw is going to... what instrument do I have again? Was it the bagpipes?
Was that right?
Bagpipes.
I don't remember.
Yep. Yeah, so I'm going to pull out the bagpipes and start playing a much faster paced song than I normally would, and Rokos is going to get some haste.
Ooh.
I don't know how to do bagpipes. I'm sorry, guys. Cool.
So
I
that
tried.
is
Neither do I, but I'm pretty sure it's not like that.
No, I don't think so. I think that was
I'm
wrong.
Just kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I was totally.
Yeah, so that is doubled your speed, +2 bonus to AC, advantage on deck saves, and an extra action on your turn to either swing your weapon once, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object.
All right, +2 to AC. Excellent.
That extra bit
it's
super helpful. Yeah, it's all great until it's not.
Oh.
Yeah, and then there will be one turn of absolute awfulness the moment that I drop concentration on this. I will do my best to maintain that.
Cool. That sounds like that's a turn. Yep. Cool. I just want to make sure that this is all brilliant. Cool. We're going to go ahead and bring it over to Mr. Xanril. That's probably not right.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I don't know the last name. It's Xanril's the first name.
Oh, yeah. Czar.
There you go, Mr. Czar. There it is.
I mean, unless Xanril is like an elementary school teacher, in which case Mr. Xanril is perfectly valid.
Mr. X. Sorry.
I'm just going to Eldritch Blast the one closest to me.
Indeed, the one that's been damaged will take maybe some more damage. Definitely some more damage. Yeah, my thing is doing the thing where it's fucked up too and cutting off the bottom of boxes.
How did I fix it? I think when I popped it out and then popped it back in, like the chat, you know?
Yeah, I get you.
I think that fixed it for me.
And then just right. Oh, shit. Well, okay. I fucked up myself, but that's my own fault. That seems to have worked. Yes, thank you. Cool. Yeah, this clown gets shot.
It just cut out, Matt.
Well,
I assume you did a laugh.
Yeah, whatever. Yes. So predictable. I believe that was your whole bit.
I assume he's laughing. Yes, that was it.
Wait, how did we get? No, okay, we're gonna get rid of the second recounter turn because that's not necessary, and that brings us to the space clowns. And man, do they do some stuff here? The one in front of Rokos will reach out and with a grab on the wrist, you will feel a shock of lightning damage come on through from a device it happens to be holding. Well, you thought it was a device, but when you get a closer look at it, you notice that it's actually just a piece of metal embedded into the skin of this creature, as it deals 18 lightning damage to you.
Ouch.
And
Is this a spell?
this is not a spell. This is an attack. Just a melee weapon attack, as a matter of fact.
Ah.
This creature here will squeak walk over. And
Just like what? Oh.
Well, no, it won't actually walk over there. We'll squeak it to right there.
Mhm.
And pull out a ray gun and make a ranged weapon attack at Gertie. Gonna look for a wisdom saving throw.
My specialty.
What happens is this ray gun makes a phantasmal spray of milk right at you. And they thought it was going to be hilarious. You can tell. But you don't seem to find it as funny as they did. And you succeed on the save.
Now I'm curious if they specify liquids for each victim or if it is always milk.
They do give me a kind of Clockwork Orange kind of vibe.
Very interesting indeed.
I mean, just the little token, if you're not zoomed in super close.
Sure.
Whoa, I went in way too close. That's
And with a bonus action, the one that shot at Gertie will turn that ray gun and point it at the third balloon, which is floated to this area over here, and out will pop a thing. I'm working on it, guys. I promise. Here we go. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great, guys. You'll see. How do you spell Tarask? Right. Boom.
That's big.
It is.
Oh, yikes.
It just popped up out of nowhere.
That was the third balloon that got popped. And fair enough. It's gonna make 2 claw attacks at the recounter. There's a claw and a claw. That deals to the recounter with 2 successful hits, a total of 18 slashing damage. And I believe we're going to need concentration saving throws for a hit of a 7 and a hit of an 11.
All right, so a DC 10 and a DC 11 after I actually dropped my HP. And that was 18 damage?
18 damage total, yes.
Oof. And then here's hoping. Looking for a 10, and for shits and grins, an 11.
Seems as though concentration might have been broken.
I have some bad fucking news. Does anybody have an inspiration they'd like to throw out that first one?
Sure.
She is it.
Okay, trying to beat that 10 again. Okay, much better.
All that makes sense to me. And no concentration has thus far been broken, which is wonderful. That will end the enemy's turns. Here's what happens here is that for some reason in this particular combat, the captain and Gertie really seem to be on the same page. And they act at the same time, in fact. So what happens here is that Gertie's going to go ahead and do part of her turn, and the captain's going to do part of her turn, and we're going to work it out, and we'll see what happens. That's the weirdness that's going to happen with both of us on the same initiative.
Okay. Gertie will start out by holding forward her crescent moon staff. and will start to glow with a moonlight glimmer. Let me get that aura put on real quick.
Nope.
So everyone's getting those temp hit points at the end of each of their turns. I can do the captain too, right?
Yes, and in fact, what happens immediately is the captain gains full temp hit points for that feature. So I believe that's 11 temporary hit points.
Yes, sir.
Like, it just instantly feels what you're doing.
Cool.
Feeling that boldness, the captain will take a step forward and take a stab at the back of this space clown with her scimitar and land a critical hit.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah. In fact, she can do that one more time and we'll see what happens there. That second attack also lands and does damage. And yeah, I'm just gonna... That's a total of 20 damage coming from the captain.
Wow.
Do you have more bits of your turn coming?
Yeah. Then Gertie is going to... She's not in... Oh, is she in range of this one?
Gertie?
I guess so. Uh-huh.
Yes.
Well. Gertie is gonna use her Steps of the Night again, and I don't know if Gertie sprouts wings or just starts flying. But she's gonna start flying somehow, and not go higher than 5 feet because I don't want to leave his range just quite yet.
Fair enough. The captain will, with a bonus action, disengage and start walking away from this fight as best she can. And that will be her turn. Gertie as well. Rokos.
Okay. There. I am hasted.
You are hasted.
Which means this one I'm still locked in deadly combat with is still going to get this swipe.
Oh, yeah, it is. That bloodies it.
A second swipe.
It's not coming through, baby.
It's
I heard
fine.
a little bit. I actually heard a little bit of it.
A little
Cool.
tiny bit.
Yeah, both of those come through, and this thing is not feeling too good,
Well,
Mr.
I'm
Stark.
hasted, so I'll keep it going with a third.
Yeah, it's barely on its feet, but it's still on its feet at this point.
I get a whole another action, right? So I get.
The action is specific uses.
Yeah, it's not an attack action.
It is a one.
Oh.
It is a single weapon attack - disengage, hide, object usage.
Oh no.
So just those 3. I don't get the extra attack.
Right,
With
right.
haste. Okay.
Not with haste.
That is how I'll leave that then.
Excellent. That's going to bring us to the recounter for Shaw.
All right. Fairly out of actions at this point. I will. Let's see. I'm going to use a first level slot, and I feel like it would get a kick out of this, which is why I'm going to cast it. Tasha's Hideous Laughter on the one in back.
I feel like it should have disadvantage on that saving throw, honestly. Okay,
I
what
will
is
tell
that?
you no.
Yeah. I'm probably not going to give it to you. But, if it happens, we'll see. It fails either which way.
Bitchin'.
And it becomes a hideous laugh. That kind of stuff, I'm glad that's all coming through perfectly.
Oh yeah.
Is there any other bits happening with that?
I apologize. I am not casting that. I am not casting that.
Oh, okay.
Fucking bard spells. Hold up.
Okay. Rue, no.
Barking at.
That's just the world, the neighborhood.
Let's see.
Like-
Roko's got jacked up. I'm going to use. I can do both of these actually. Okay, my turn is actually going to be spent doing a healing word,
That sounds bonusy.
also on Rokos, and then vicious mockerying the almost dead clown.
Oh, okay. I mean, I feel like I can keep that last save, and we'll call that a failure. But this thing, you see it laugh at I don't know exactly what you do, but laughter doesn't seem to kill this clown. Not yet, anyway.
I question if this clown has in fact actually been to college.
Kind of a save is vicious mockery. Oh,
Wisdom
is that
save.
right? Okay.
Yep.
I see it now.
Cool. So I believe Rokos was healed for 8. I also think Rokos has 10 temp hit points at this point.
Oh, I missed the...
Oh no, that one was mine. That's Rokos.
Oh, okay. Well, Rokos has 11 then.
Okay. And that's Fashaw.
End of my turn, and I get 8.
If it's the end of Fashaw's turn.
That it would be.
Okay.
Indeed. Xanril.
Okay, gotta get all this timing right. I will walk up to this thing, touch it, and bestow a curse upon it.
Oh, shit.
And I choose, I choose wisdom as the affected, whatchamacallit.
Saving throw?
Yes.
Your save is less than 18, right? Gotta assume so.
Yeah, it's 15.
Yeah.
And then as a bonus action, I will starlight step out of here back to where I was. Well, actually, I might go farther away.
No, fair enough.
How far can I go? I can go, 30 feet. 10, 15, 23. Oh, that's close to those guys. I'll go over here.
Fair enough. Cool. That ends your turn?
Yes.
Cool. You're still within the range for Gertie's thing, or whatever that's worth. At the beginning of this turn, you start to hear a whistling sound. And those of you who are free enough to turn your heads, a trebuchet has just launched what looks to be a gigantic eye from the big top towards the ship that you're currently on, which hits right about here and explodes.
Right about where?
Right here-ish.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. None of you are damaged by it, but the ship is, and that's not great. That's the beginning of the turn. The Umber Hulk is going to it starts. No, it's fine. We're not going to fuck around with that. Going to make 2 claw attacks at the Recounter again. The first one gets through, and so does the second one. The 2 of them together do a total of 21 damage.
Oh.
The Space Clown in front of Rokos begins casting the spell Mirror Image.
I gotta try and cut him down with the reaction, don't I?
What?
What the hell? Oh, I keep losing where I minimize I believe it's just one little swipe. Whammy.
Yeah. And that one little swipe will absolutely do it. Do you want to briefly describe what it's like when you cut down the Space Clown that's about to be doing like a mime act in front of you?
Man, I'm at a loss here. I'm just gonna quickly no, you don't, basically, and just slice right on the neck, right on the clavicle, on his left side.
It's like both of his arms are like up in the air, about to do like the glass thing, and yeah, it's like you almost cut off a whole side of the body, slicing right through that clavicle. That being said, this thing is gonna die. As it dies, a splash of putrid, corrosive ichor explodes from within this body. It bursts and pops like a balloon. It's going to need a dexterity saving throw from yourself as well as the clown next to it.
Okay, so before this happens, we should probably figure something out real quick. What are the damages from those attacks?
Those are slashing damage, I believe, right? Oh, from
numbers.
From which attacks?
Yeah, which attacks?
The Hulk.
Huh?
Again, the Umber Hulk against Recounter.
Yeah, you slapped me twice. I need saves.
Oh, shit. Oh, fair enough. Good call. Those were a 9 and a 12. So a 10 and a 12. You're okay.
We're good and we're good, and you still have advantage.
Totally fucking forgot about that. Good call. Okay. So yeah, you have advantage on this dex save.
Oh, gotcha. I think is it a spell? No.
This is not just an explosion on death.
Get ready for that question every goddamn time.
No, totally. I get it.
But I do have advantage here, and I will.
And yeah, you will absolutely be able to dodge the ichor that explodes from within the Space Clown. Well, you dodge half of it, apparently.
Right.
I'm reading through it again. You would take a total of 3 acid damage. The other Space Clown laughs at you heartily, and I don't think, they have not moved yet. and they will point their ray gun at you. They're going to ask for a wisdom saving throw, pointing this ray gun and going, pew.
I just picture them pointing and gotta be like, would you mind making a wisdom saving throw for me?
That's hilarious and perfect common. Yeah.
Still not a spell,
Still not a spell. No, it's ranged weapon attack.
but a wisdom save.
Yes.
One more level, and I. Oh, it might still. Okay, good.
Yeah, you totally beat this. As this splashes you, this time with what appears to be butter. Strange. But then you notice it's not real, and that's less funny. I don't fucking know. Whatever. Cool. And that brings us to the captain and Gertie. Gertie, what you gonna be doing?
What I'm gonna be doing is oh wait, sorry. That's for no. Sorry. I was thinking she already went. She didn't go yet. That'll be at the end of her turn. She'll get those 10 temp.
Sure.
What I'm going to be doing is I'm gonna fly on over to this guy right here, and I'm gonna get all up in its business, and I'm gonna cast Word of Radiance. And oh man, that fucking sucks. Which my word is move.
And we will see what that con save looks like out of this motherfucker. Oh yeah, it makes that con save.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Inspired by what you were doing over there, the captain sees what your next target is, runs up to this ballista here, jumps on it, and actually spins it in a motion. And you see that there's already a bolt loaded into it. She is prepared for a fight at this point. And this time she takes the shot at the Umber Hulk. We'll see if she hits it. I wished I had thought I was going to be doing this before I decided she was going to be doing this, and had shit ready to go. But it is what it is. Oh, you're fucking serious? You're going to do this to me? You're going to fuck me right now? All right, let's just roll a d20 over here. That's we'll see if that even happens. God damn it. Yeah, no, she misses. That spin, it was fucking wild. And that bolt goes off into the ether. Anything else you're doing on your turn?
I'm checking. Sorry. Gertie's cape billows dramatically as she tries to draw the attention of the Umber Hulk away from her counter.
Nice.
Very cool.
And she's trying to make it do it like in a flashy way that like draws its attention for sure.
And yeah, you totally grab this Umber Hulk's attention. Its eyes are locked onto you and this billowing cape at this point. For other creatures, their eyes might otherwise follow this wild-ass bolt, which goes off into the ether off this direction here. As right under the bolt, with a perplexed look on their face, and unbeknownst to anybody up until this point, rises 2 additional space galleons. They look different than the one that you're currently on, but they're of a similar build and model. And weaponry, a rain of mangonel stones fly over your ship towards the big top to the other side, as the Umber Hulk is blasted twice with big rocks and dies dramatically in front of you. The space clown pelted with arrows from 2 different crews, one manned by mostly what looks like Hadozi shipmates, and the other by humans. As this fight comes to a very swift and dramatic end.
Wow.
I've been saving my high-level spells. And I'm like, yes, I'm finally going to use one.
Yep.
It does nothing.
I didn't know.
I know, it's so funny.
You still had high-level slots?
Yes, because I was like, man, shit just goes crazy in this.
Yeah.
This layout. I gotta save him for the really big bad guys.
I gave you 2 rounds, man.
Yeah, I did that.
I tried.
It's funny. I'm not upset. It is really funny.
Those creatures die. The big top starts to float away very quickly, noticing that it is greatly outnumbered at this point. The captain, Elena Sartell. Oh, thank goodness. It's you. It's fucking... I had the name just a second ago, I promise. Shit. On the side of these boats, you see the name Incorrigible on one and Stalwart on the other. The Stalwart flies off after the Space Clown vessel as Elena Sartell calls out, Darvik, thank you so much. And a human elderly gentleman emerges, red hair blazing against the space behind him. Yep, it looked like you were in trouble. Figured I'd come help out. Oh, Darvik, rather. Thank you so much again. I know we were just a few hours out from the rock, and I didn't realize you were going to be patrolling out this far. Well, yep, and seems like it was a good idea. What with you commandeering this derelict here, pointing at the broken mind flayer ship that you were recently on. Oh no, we're just checking for survivors, right? Captain Sartell looks over at you, nodding vigorously with wide eyes.
The counter under the impression that was actually what was going on. Yes, indubitably.
Well, how about I just give you a little bit of company back home then? Oh, we'd love that. Please, ride right alongside us and protect us from any other scary folk out here. And Commander Darvik spits out into the void and boards his own vessel, and you begin to fly out into the void again. It seems as though you'll have a few hours of travel before you reach your destination. Is there anything that you would like to do in the meantime?
Not die.
Fair enough.
Spend hit dice on not dying.
Yeah, it will give you at least enough hit dice on not dying, and short rest in. You'll get some of those in the meantime. What was that?
I got nothing.
Did the cleric change as far as getting back channel divinity on a short rest?
Oh.
I'm trying to remember.
Oh, Wendy.
I'm looking right now.
Good call, because I couldn't tell you.
Just, in case it was there.
Yeah. I would point out that you are holding on to
long rest.
A few items that you have not dealt with at all, but you don't need to.
What were the items again?
There were a number of them. You guys didn't mark them down?
A weird rock on me. I don't know I don't know what that is, so I don't know if I should identify that with more information, or
I'm pretty sure
you know what that is.
I'm pretty sure that was mana lit, that particular rock. So maybe. I mean, if it's a magic rock, it seems as though it might be useful.
I don't have it written down anywhere, the things that we got. Does anyone else?
Looking through the chat, I'm not seeing it.
It's not all at one time at all. Different things happened at different times. I know somebody picked up some armor at some point that nobody's messed with.
On mine that I don't know, or that is weird.
So I got an orb of time, I got an orb of direction, but I think I bought those. I got a...
I mean, if you guys aren't worried...
Is that rock different from this crystal that's in the treasure?
Yeah, those seems like they would be two different things. Yep.
Are they? Okay, I don't know. I don't have
We
any
do have a treasure
so
list?
I'm not worried. I don't worry about it.
You definitely do have something.
I
You were the one...
somebody else. That
When?
Armor? Absolutely. I was like, I'll just grab it and then whatever. Like, take it. I don't want it. Because we got to find out what it was. I thought it wasn't anything I could wear or wasn't worth wearing.
Okay, yeah, that happened.
So I didn't
Off
hold on to
screen.
it. I don't think it was off screen. I'm saying last session literally was like, let's grab this, and I don't want it because we were talking about some kind of armor that wasn't going to be better than the splint I was wearing. There's a whole conversation between me and Gertie about like, well, what do you wear? What do I wear? Yeah, never mind. Something like that.
Well, the end of the conversation was you guys not knowing what it was and needing to find out whether or not it would be better later. But cool.
Okay, well then let me clarify that at no point
Is someone able to identify?
No, not me. Let me clarify. At no point was Rogue Coast going to keep it on his person. He was going to collect it for the group and then like literally drop it on the floor if that's what he has to do. But there's no reason for him to have it because he can't identify it. It's not identified.
Cool.
It's just
Sunlight illuminates the rooftops and spires of a city built across the top of a gigantic asteroid. The asteroid's underside has structures as well, including fortresses and giant sails. Wooden docks protrude from one end of the asteroid, and a variety of ships are moored there. Space-dwelling fish scatter in front of you as your ship adjusts its heading until the docks are straight ahead and level with the ship's main deck. Pier workers stand ready to catch ropes and tie off the ship as it glides alongside one of the docks and slows to a stop. Welcome to the Rock. This is where we part ways. Please, I do urge you to seek out Commodore Crux. He tends to spend his time over at the Happy Beholder. And I wish you the best of luck in your endeavors.
Thank you. It was really helpful to be able to go on your boat.
Of course, you were very helpful for helping me keep my boat as well. I appreciate that.
If it wasn't for you, we would certainly not be here any longer. We certainly wouldn't be here. We would still be home, and home would probably be... Oh, dear. As it just kind of sets in again for a moment. Thank you. Anyway.
No problem at all. Again, you were as helpful to me as I was to you, it seems. So, but I believe Commodore Crux might be able to help you even further.
We'll go talk to him. Or her?
It's a him. You'll know him by the big hippo head.
Oh, okay. We'll look for him.
All right. And now for the rest of you. What skills do you have as she walks towards the rest of the people that are still on her boat?
Should we go and find this Commodore Crux then?
Seems like a fair point of order.
Mm-hmm.
Though I'm also quite curious to find a place where we might stay here for however brief period we may stay.
Indeed. And you exit the boat and onto the docks, and you enter what seems to be an almost familiar setting, as you are now in a dockside town, just floating out in space. Not unfamiliar to anybody who's been in a dockside town before. You see signs pointing to different lower businesses down here, different pubs and whatnot. Shop of many varieties. There's a layout, a map of the city that you see as well. And I'm trying to pull up shit. Here we go. This is not the map of the city you see, but this is something that you do kind of see. Brilliant. That's great.
Ooh.
You're approaching the city from the left side. Those are where the docks are. The city kind of goes up in class as you move across from west to east. The docks being in the low city here on the Rock of Brawl. And if you are looking for what are you? I heard somebody looking for a place.
The Happy Beholder and a place to stay. Could we say at the Happy Beholder?
Maybe we
What
should
the Beholder is so happy about, surely something nefarious.
Perhaps.
ask one of these workers here. I assume that there are people on the docks, like, working.
Oh yeah, there are some folks on the docks work. Oh, did I not? I didn't, did I? No, I did. We're fine. Sure, yeah, there's some folks on the docks working, pulling in the boats and mooring them and whatnot. There's a couple nearby you, what looks to be a young elf and an even younger human.
We were wondering if you could point us towards the Happy Beholder and if it might have some rooms to stay at.
Yeah. Happy Beholder is give me a sec. 2 streets down and to the left, and they don't have rooms to stay in. Please, off the docks, please. But that way.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'll get out of your way.
Thank you. What'd they ask about? And you hear them in conversation as they're hard at work.
Seems we cannot stay at the Happy Beholder.
Maybe we should
know where it is
head
now.
in that direction and see if we find somewhere along the way.
Sounds good.
And indeed you do. It is not very hard to find, as there are a couple of signs leading up to it as you pass general food stalls that sell food from across the stars, it seems. Although much of it looks familiar to you anyway. You pass the magic shops, and you do come upon the Happy Beholder, and you know it from the sign outside, which says Happy Beholder and has a smiling beholder on it. I'm gonna get you all in here in a second.
Real quick, how much coin do I have to throw to get stuff from like 3 of those stalls?
How much coin do you got? Do we not do coin in this game? We got coin in this game.
I've got coin.
But yeah, to get a few things, it would only cost you about a gold to throw it. To get a few different things to sample. Smaller items, not the big ticket ones.
All right, I throw my gold at it.
What you'll end up with is what looks to be some kind of a meat burger served over a bed of grains with some kind of egg on top of it for one of the things. An ice ball that is sweet to the taste. And what appears to be some kind of fried vegetable in strip.
Gods, this is amazing.
And yes, you
Is
come
that
into
a beholder behind the desk or the counter?
You do indeed see what looks to be a large beholder, tending bar here, smiling joyfully and floating along. 2 of its eye stalks wash a glass as another hands a drink to what looks to be a young student of magic here to the south of the bar.
He looks jolly.
Groups of commoners sit at the tables towards the front. They seem to be enjoying drinks. It doesn't look like there's a lot of food being served here. And you're all in the space, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Should we get a table or go up to the bar?
Either way, I quickly finish up my food so as not to bring outside food and drink into the building.
Very polite of you.
To look for the hippo head? Is that it? But when we were told the description of the person...
Oh yeah, hippo head.
Okay. Well, we could have a look around for the Commodore. Unless you all want to sit and eat, right?
They don't
drink.
Food. Yeah. No, we should look for the Commodore so we can go and rest when we're done.
Surely an individual of that description should stand out.
And feel free to make a little investigation check or
Take a
perception check as you're making your way around the bar here.
Oh.
You said investigation or perception?
Yeah, either one. That's fine. And yeah, the recounter spots him pretty quickly as you take a few steps in. I don't know if you can see the whole of the thing, but in the bottom right of the screen, I am pointing out in what could be an eye stalk of this bar, the third one on what would be the right side or left side. Doesn't matter. Nope, bottom right is the correct answer. That's what I'm going to go with. Do you all see what I'm seeing?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, brilliant.
Yeah, I point out the proper slot.
Rokas is pretty easily able to pick up on it as well, and after a few moments, Zanril can see what is obvious, but Gertie, not so much.
There's so many things I've never seen before.
Indeed, there's a marble bar as Luigi has a few eye stalks looking at the direction of the newcomers to his establishment, and as you approach, oh, hello! And he floats over this direction. Welcome to the Happy Beholder. How can I treat you today?
One customary drink, please?
Oh,
You're
absolutely.
kidding me. Oh my god.
I must say, this entire building is quite novel.
Why, thank you. Thank you. Yes, it took a long time to get it built, but after years of hard work and struggle, I just wanted a place all my own, you know? One customary drink, you say? Well, I guess I'll get you the eye splash. And an eye stalk reaches to a bottle behind him and grabs a bottle and pours it into what looks like a clear glass. And another eye stalk peels a lemon, squeezes the juice into the glass, and then plops it right in the middle like a big floating eyeball.
Gross.
Watching the delicate procedure, have you ever gotten lemon juice in your eye doing that?
Oh, all the time. The pain is what makes it more pleasurable.
Are there tears mixed into this too?
Are you tasting it?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, there seems to be a source of salt that you know not.
I think he cried into this. You put your everything into this establishment, haven't you? This is beautiful. Thank you for the drink.
Three of his eye
Gertie starts to walk away.
As you're speaking, three of his eye stalks start to water as they stare into your two eyes. And he feels touched by your words.
I'll surely partake in a drink later. For currently, we are seeing if we can find the Commodore. We believe that he is off in the corner room.
Oh, and Luigi kind of gets crestfallen. My name's Luigi, by the way. They called me Large Luigi around here. And he begins to look crestfallen. Well, yes, the Commodore does spend much of his time in here. He seems to have been very down over the past few months. And he tends to spend his time in that corner over there, and he points to the appropriate corner.
Any idea what happened?
He doesn't seem to want to talk about it. I don't really know his story so much. There's a lot of people that come in, but currently I have Jacob on his shoulder there, trying to lend him a little bit of comfort. And you'll see on the Commodore's shoulder, anybody looking will see a big green parrot.
Oh, how traditional.
Oh, no, well, sure. It's my parrot. It stays in the bar.
Delightful.
Thank you.
Make our way over there.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck, says Luigi as you walk away. All right, here we go. I'm going to say words, I promise. There we go.
Oh.
Yo, look at this pirate-ass bird.
I didn't even notice the eye patch at first.
Filling one side of a table meant for 6 is a broad-chested, hippo-headed man with a green parrot perched on one shoulder. The haggard figure squints at you over the top of an enormous taker, then waves invitingly to the seats across from him. He seems happy to have some company joining him, even if it is strange company. Whoa, well, what brings you over to my little corner? And who may I ask are you?
Yes. Over here by an individual by the name of used to happen in front of me.
No, what was
that captain's name? Fuck.
Yeah, it was Sartell. It was Sartell.
Yeah.
The Captain Sartell sent us your way. We hail from a far-off land that has recently been, shall we say, ravaged by giant crystalline figures.
You see a look of confusion, and then you see the Commodore's eyes go wide. Please continue.
Yes, there's something about elves. Weird elves, I think. Not unlike Sandriel, I believe.
I will take the weird personally.
And a look of recognition crosses Commodore Crux's face. And can I get an inside check from Xanriel specifically?
Ew.
You catch the briefest flash of deep, deep hatred in his eyes.
Oof.
But it vanishes pretty quickly as he realizes that, so Sartell sent you my direction when she heard you were dealing with astral elves. Makes sense. All right,
What is that?
I'm going to go with yes.
A fleet of astral elf ships visited the rock not a few days before, but just about a week ago. The elves gave a bunch of warnings to captains on the rocks, telling them to stay clear of a place nearby, lest they be fired upon. And undoubtedly that they left spies behind to make sure that their warnings were listened to. So it makes sense to me that they attacked somewhere nearby. And it also makes sense to me that Sartell would send you my way because she knows that I have a history with these things. But I don't think it's a great idea that we talk aloud in public, you see.
You have a suggestion of another place, then?
I do, but you might not like what you hear. I have a boat, and if you're willing, and if you're after the astral elves, I have an idea as to where we might be able to start getting to them. But again, I don't want to say too much right now. I'll tell you more on my boat. Agreed?
I look to the rest of the party.
You see some skepticism on Xanrel's face.
I turn all the way 180 to look at Rokos.
You see a helmet.
Fair.
Seems we have no other choice.
Life is about nothing but choice. If you don't want to take revenge, then you don't need to.
I don't know about revenge and all that. I'm simply wondering if there's something we might do to clean up our home.
That I could not tell you. I've not seen that happen before.
Suppose there might be a first time for everything. Are we sure we don't want to hang out with this fine fellow?
Should we maybe rest first, or?
Oh yeah, we're like full healed at this point, right?
You haven't done a long rest.
Yeah, there's healed, yes, but other things are out.
Let me readjust some things real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Could we meet you at your boat in 12 hours?
Yes, if we could do this, is there a reference point for tomorrow?
Yes, there is a clock that we have here, and it is currently, it's currently night. That's fine, whatever. So yes, if you want to meet at the boat in the morning, that is fine. I'm fine with that. It's called the Second Wind, and you'll find it out on the docks.
That sounds like our best option right now.
Perfectly
Hopefully
amenable.
you understand.
I hope that you do choose to meet me there tomorrow morning. There is much that these things need to be brought to heel for.
I'm interested to hear what else you have to say. Just a little bit tired.
Yes, we've had quite a bit of an afternoon of it.
I can see.
I'm a little overwhelmed right now.
Yes, I imagine so. After you said the whole planet is attacked, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the MO. I'm so
What?
sorry. The modus operandi. It's
Oh.
what they.
Yes, I'm familiar. I just misheard you. We call it the moo in my my people.
Modus operandi, yes.
Yes.
The moo, yes. Well, this is their moo.
Oh, we do have fun here.
So I'll meet you
You
on the
know.
second wind.
Yes.
Oh, please.
Do you know of a place to stay around here?
Yes. There is a little inn called the Landing Strip, just 2 doors of this very building. They have cheap rooms, but they're clean and private.
Wonderful.
Precisely up my alley.
Mm-hmm.
I can't recommend the strip enough. It's
All
my moo. Okay, go ahead.
Unless we have any other business, let us adjourn.
Please.
See you in the morning.
I'll see you then. Good luck.
As we're leaving, I'm going to hit up Luigi for a drink as well.
Oh, you're on your way out? I'll make sure it's in a to-go cup.
Oh yeah, did I feel any effect from the... Oh, what was the drink called again?
I believe it was the eye splash is what I wildly
Yeah, the eye
came up with
splash.
on the spot.
The eye splash. And did I feel anything from that?
It got you drunk enough for 2 drinks.
Wow.
It's a strong drink, but not much else effect apart from that. You can order a drink that you like, or you can get the eye splash, but you will be served a delicious beverage from Luigi. And each of these beverages cost you 5 silver. I'm sorry, Gertie, I forgot to charge you earlier. That's my bad situation.
All right,
Okay.
silver paid. Time to get mildly schnockered.
Indeed. And assumedly, you begin to make your way out of the bar.
Yep.
And back out into the streets. And this isn't the streets where you're at. You're at other streets. Don't worry about that. This is just, a setting that happens. And as you are almost within, just feet outside this bar, you instantly spot and are at the same time instantly spotted by a group of familiar-looking warriors. I'm working on it, guys. Oh, really? What the fuck, man? Are they here?
Familiar-looking warriors, you say?
Familiar-looking warriors. Yes. There we go.
Linking the bottles on their fingers together to make an intimate noise.
Come out to play. Here we go. Bam. As the astral elves you fought not very long ago are on the rock and running at you with full abandon.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to ask for initiative to be rolled.
Hit on the rock.
Oh boy. Wait. Whoa, boy. Oh boy. That sucks. All right, we'll work it out.
Didn't clear it fast enough.
Yeah.
We were too fast for you.
So, okay, so we have a Rokos at 25. We have a Fashaw at 18. We have a Zarenril at 14. And we have a Gertie at 7. They're not there. They're not there. They are brilliant. And what was that?
Not sure.
Okay. It looks like Rokos is at top of initiative, as this is the position that you are in. These folks are not here. They're boom. Don't worry about them. Neither is a sign.
Okay.
Boom. And I'll put them on actual squares. But yeah, there we go.
I'm just going to run up 30 feet. Prepare to slice somebody if they get near me. I'll hold that action.
Fair enough. Oh boy. Where did mine? There's my turn order. Counter.
Go away.
So I must confess, most of this board is just white grid for me. Is it pretty much just a straight shot?
Oh.
More or less. It's more or less a straight shot. Yeah, there's definitely.
That's because I'm on the tablet, huh? There's a thing.
Yeah. There's a motion background here, but you can consider this a straight shot for your purposes.
Yeah, I assume that if I err onto something, someone will shift me off of it.
Yeah.
Let's see. As for what I'm actually doing with my turn, 2 level 1 spell slots, no Daka out of any of them. I'm going to double check my ranges. Quite a ways out. I will standard move myself over here, and I'm going to take a dodge action while I'm here, actually, just in case.
Ooh, fancy.
And being San's other particularly good options, I will end my turn.
Fair enough. And that brings us to Zanril.
It's a big one.
What about the big one?
Ooh.
Finally gonna use a big one.
Ooh.
Oh dear.
I cast that right in the center of all of them.
Ooh. You open a gateway. Any creature. Alright, let's just mark out that territory first, I suppose. Right in the center of them, 20-foot radius. So it's something like this. This is very approximate. Boom, perfect.
I think anything happens right now. But yes.
Creatures fully within the area are blinded. Devoid.
But at the start of their turn, they take damage unless they've moved out of it, and at the end as well.
That is all very interesting. But that's a cool spell.
Look at the material component, a pickled octopus tentacle.
It's delicious.
Oh dear, that was your component.
All right, was that all you were going to do with that bit?
Maybe I'll move up just a little bit.
Okay.
Behind it.
Just counter with just a sack of calamari, like, oh, terribly sorry.
So sorry. Brilliant. All right, I am going to need you to roll that damage for me, please. And yep, they will all take that damage of coldness. Assuming I can. Oh, okay, that's what was happening.
That's a really low roll for 2d6.
Yeah.
The bird does more damage than me.
Oh boy.
It's on all of them. And they have to, they may take damage in the end, too.
Is bam and brilliant. All right. So these folks go ahead and move up. One, not that.
It is difficult terrain as well.
So that's 1, 2, 3.
Should have
1, 2,
back end on
3.
that. Oh, wow.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Cool. That ends their normal movement. Does it specify that you can see? Yep, that I can see. Perfect. This one is going to go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see it blink out of existence temporarily and reappear much closer to you, as the other one is going to ask for... No, that's not what I was... That's what it is. A dex save out of Rokos, who is the only person that can hit with this attack at this point. And Rokos will end up taking 22 radiant damage as a rain of magical flame-like radiance rains down from above you. And that will end their turn.
To make the 2 in it still.
Yep.
Or is it just that one, or all of them saying this ending?
There's 2 of them that are ending their turn in the space. Make a dex save or take...
Just say my number. Okay, so that is a 15.
Gotcha. Here we go with some dex saves. They both make it.
Dang it.
Dexterity save, or they take, and it's not half otherwise. Okay. Gertie, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and move to there. And I'm going to cast Aura of Vitality and put 2d6 of healing on my good friend Rokos. And then I'm going to ask, Rokos, for your next turn, did you do any healing? And this is her way of asking, do you have any hit dice left? Gertie would have been monitoring if you had been healing up during our rests and stuff, so I feel like, because that's in her nature. Do you have any?
All of them.
Oh, okay. Thanks. That's going to be my turn. Actually, no, it's not. My bonus action I'm going to use, and my... Oh, wait. What's the lighting condition right now?
It is a dim light out here.
Oh, great. Then I'll use my bonus action. Steps of the night float up 10 feet.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking cool. Cool. Flying cow. Okay, one more round. Rokos.
Go right here, and I'll wait for him to pass me or come to me.
Okay. Recounter for Shaw.
Let's see. So we're absolutely sorry. I cannot accent today.
I know that feeling every day.
We're absolutely resorting to violence right now, yes?
Yes.
And as they say back in the lowlands, pocket. I pull out my short bow.
What?
You're so shocked.
It's like, pocket, it's late. I want to go to bed.
Oh, man. That is going to miss.
This is why I don't. This is why I do not.
What's happening? The Xanrol's popping off.
Yeah, I guess so.
Xanrol. Lord Doctor.
I was trying to just Click the info thing. It's hard on the download.
Try
Oh,
to
anyway,
what?
I thought it Eldritch
The info
Blast.
button.
Ah, yeah. That's are you gonna Eldritch Blast this turn?
Oh, is it actually my turn yet?
It has just become your turn as long as
Okay.
the recounter for Shaw is done after shooting.
Oh yeah, no, that was it.
Okay.
And, yes, just two of them. That's all I get.
Okay, and
Xanderil proceeds to cock, lock, and load a nearby staff.
I'm going to. Oh, that's what I was trying to check the distance. Oh, 120. Okay, good. I'm going to do it at the one that is just outside of the area effect.
Okay. Check something real quick. Yeah, I thought that was the case. Yeah, both of those will hit. Oh boy, I'm trying, and they do. And yeah, they do a significant amount of damage. It doesn't look like this creature is bloodied at this point, but they're hurting. Any other bits?
But I'll roll damage for those two.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Good ones.
Ish. Good and bad.
I mean, that's average.
Yeah, because of that.
Average.
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 The actual elf warrior here that Rokos is waiting for locks eyes briefly with Rokos, and you see a look of recognition that you also feel within yourself as you remember coming very, very close to killing this exact warrior with your swords on the ship before they teleported away. And with that, you see them disappear from existence briefly and appear. You may not catch them appear behind you and right in front of Gertie there.
Oh dear, he appears to have nothing personnel you.
1, 2, boom, boom. Cool. And that's how far those get. And they also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one, however, appears right next to you very shortly thereafter. And you ready to attack, right? Yeah. Perfect. And you hit, that goes off. Attacks and hurts. Cool. Now these things actually get real actions. Here we go. The first of these actions is going to be 2 longsword attacks towards Gertie's direction. The first one of those is going to critical hit, doing a total
I have
of...
adamantine armor.
Oh, shit! Yeah, you do. That's 2d6, but that 2d6 is not a thing. Brilliant. That does 13 total damage, it looks like, for the first strike.
Okay.
The second strike also gets through, doing another 15 damage. Another Astral Elf warrior will be doing a similar number of attacks towards Rokos. 15 and a 10. I think both of those will miss Rokos. The Astral Elf warrior here is going to pull out a longbow and take 2 shots at Xanryl.
Are they doing any magical attacks?
Not these ones so far. And with a 9 and an 8, both of those attacks are going to miss. Ooh. And what is the 60 feet range on that? And we're going to look for, it's going to be a wisdom save out of Rokos, which you will fail as you feel your arms and legs bind as something seems to be holding you against your will, just for now.
This is concerning.
And that was their turn.
Your spell, does that work only for, it's any spell? Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, as long as it's within range and whatnot. Yeah, you can totally counterspell any spell as a reaction.
I've used it before.
As it's being cast. So as this is being cast, it seems like it's just going to get cast. No,
was that within 5 feet of me?
no, the spell did not happen within 5 feet of you. The spell happened from this folk out here.
Okay.
If I still can, I would like to try to understand.
Yeah, I think that's totally fair. And Counterspell, can you post the wording on that real quick? I'm pretty sure that this will go off without a hitch.
Now.
Ooh.
But I'm using some big ones finally. Oh,
Absolutely.
Okay, now it doesn't go. Click. The hell?
So did Gertie fall out of the,
Did what now?
did Gertie fall out of the initiative?
Yeah.
What?
Fine.
Okay. How did Gertie fall out of initiative?
I don't know. But you caught it last time. Like it was that case last round as well. But you still knew it was Gertie's turn, so I didn't say anything.
You're on my initiative. That's probably the
Thing to
weirdness.
click.
Yep. If the creature is casting a spell 3rd or lower, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, you are able to very easily counterspell what you notice to be instantly a hold person spell, and you're like, nah, not today, fool.
Yeah.
Brings us to Gertie.
I'm guessing when that guy hit me, like he jumped to hit me because I forgot I was floating.
Yeah. You were only 10 feet up. You should have gone 15. You fool.
I guess so.
I don't know.
Am I? So if I move, am I leaving his attack?
You would be leaving his attack threat range. Yeah.
Okay. Let me reread something real quick. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Okay,
I'm
fair
gonna
enough.
go ahead and move right on over. Sorry, right here, next to Rokos, and
probably up a little higher, right? No.
well, not yet.
Okay, fair enough. Here's
No, I'm intentionally still trying to be in range, but
fair enough.
Okay.
You are missed by the attack of opportunity.
fantastic. I'm going to use my healer's kit and roll a. I'm assuming your hit dice is a D10. Yeah. So you get that plus my proficiency, so 12 hit points restored.
That's not even a spell.
Sure. It is my action though. And then I will use my bonus action for Aura of Vitality for another 2d6 on Rokos and say, you really gotta take care of yourself, okay? I'm always here to back you up, but you gotta help yourself too. And then I'm gonna float up again to 10 feet up.
10 feet up?
Yeah, I had to be within 5 feet to use my healer's kit, so I had to float down. I'm picturing like a shoulder touch.
Uh-huh.
And then floating.
And you're purposely putting yourself in range of this attack so you get attacked?
I forgot about that guy right there.
That's what I was like.
I'll stay at 10 feet. If 10 feet is still in range, then...
No, what I'm saying is, like, you could go right here and do exactly what you just did, and none of it's a question anymore, right?
Yeah, but I'm okay if I split the attacks, too. Instead of Rokos getting both of them because I'm hiding behind him. Gertie would still stay up front, I think.
Okay.
To try to draw some of it.
Gotcha. All right.
But she will still float up to 10 feet if that is considered within range, like it was a second ago.
Sure, that's fine. That's
just
all.
Likes to be able to see down onto the field and like keep tabs on everyone.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna start attacking this person right here. I don't see any effects on myself that would prevent me from doing that.
I don't think there are any effects currently active, as far as I remember. So I think we're good.
So as long as that is legal,
I have my Aura of Vitality up, but that's it.
I will then start with an attack.
Oh yeah.
Do it.
Oh yes.
Excellent. I assume that did not kill them, so I will swing again.
Indeed. Can you post what your Aura of Vitality is doing? That slash.
Yeah. I'm about to also put up that.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Whoa.
I've used it for 2 rounds so far.
Okay. Was that your whole bit, Rokos?
That feels like a whole bit from 6th level fighter. Yeah, that feels right.
Cool.
Feels right.
Bashaw, looking dapper.
Yeah.
Yes, quite. I'm going to Vicious Mockery, the one directly in front of me. One moment. There you are. All right. Wisdom save 15.
Let's see if it makes that. It sure does make that wisdom save.
All right, and that quite takes care of my turn, I believe.
Sure seems that way. Zenril.
Going to Eldritch Blast the farthest one.
Indeed. Both of those strike with force. And it's still standing, yes.
That is all.
Indeed. From the Happy Beholder, just slightly behind you guys, emerges a figure loudly and excitedly, and I'm working on getting them to the proper layer. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Excellent. And now we're back here. I'm guessing you guys can see this person.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. What?
Sorry, I zoomed into 250% by accident.
Uh-huh.
I knew it! Yells Commodore Crux. And he says, fire in the hole! As he pulls out what looks to be some kind of device from a pouch at his hip and throws it to approximately right over here. And an explosion erupts from that device, catching within it all 3 of the astral elves on this side of the board. And not at all touching Rokos and Gertie, the explosion ending just before the 2 of them. The astral elves are caught in a concussive blast and need to make some saves real quick. Here we go, those are those saves. 2 of them do not make it, but the one right in front of Rokos does. As that one slightly is able to kind of push into Rokos and avoid a lot of the damage there. But the rest of them look pretty well hurt. And I'm just trying to find, there we go. All right, let's roll that and half as much. Yep. And we need to roll one of those as well. All right, let's roll one of those. Cool, we're good to go there. We're also going to need to roll. Yep. And all right. The astral.
Wow.
Oh shit! You're
That
saying
roll.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's a really good roll. The astral elf priest that you have been being harangued by for so long seems like this blast puts them on their very last legs at this point. The other warriors seem like they still have a bit more fight in them, but it did quite a bit of damage. And that was Commodore Crux's turn. That brings us to the baddies. And the baddies are going to... No, not going to do that. Yeah, just going to go ahead and do that. The one in the back, the astral elf priest, yells out, "Take out the cow!" And Tutu is going to look for a dexterity save out of Gertie, please, as it holds out a shimmering hand as you notice a sparkling glove upon it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, there was nothing.
No, it was
sorry.
me. I just instantly pictured Michael Jackson. Right.
It's not a bad. Yeah, it's not bad. Not a bad comparison. And Gertie ends up taking 16 radiant damage, or half if Gertie is still. I don't think Gertie is.
I don't think I am anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm resistant. Cause
Yeah.
That sucks.
I don't think
so 16. That would put me at 19. Okay.
Yeah.
Cow.
This warrior approaches from the side. It is going to strike out at Gertie. Does a 19 hit Gertie? I believe it it does. A 5 will miss, however. That one does 12 slashing damage.
Oh, shit.
The one that's in front of Rokos, hearing the order from its boss in the back here, also will turn its attention towards Gertie. Here we go. And yeah, we'll just keep the same. Both of those slashes will miss. The other one will move up.
Wow.
And these are slashing at the flying cow, hovering in the air, just barely able to reach up at her. Another 2 strikes from a third warrior. 16 misses as well, right?
16 is my AC.
16 will hit, doing 15 damage.
Jeez.
I'm down.
And that will be their turn.
Wow. Wow. I'm so mad. Well, I have no more aura. That's done.
Can you roll a d20 at me and prove it?
Yeah. I was just gonna... Yeah, I'm doing that now. I'm using the death save button.
Yeah, that's true. That is what that is.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to Rokos.
Okay. Seeing that, I will be expending my final for the day fighting spirit, which okay. Drop that just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then I just need to double check myself, or I wreck myself. I will
Good show.
take those, and I will go here. As soon as I get this out, here we go. Here's the first one.
That will hit this creature and deal its damage. The creature is still up.
Second.
Will also strike. The creature is still up. If you were to do another strike of equal damage to this, that would take it down.
I wish I could.
Fair enough.
I don't have anything on that could help the situation either, so that is where I'll leave it.
For sure.
All right, I'm going to use my turn to vicious mockery of the guy who is still somehow standing.
The priest in the back there?
Yep.
Let's see if the priest will make this save. The priest makes that save.
Back. And then, with one of my last remaining spell slots, Healing Word is a bonus action.
Ooh. And yeah, I assume that's going towards Gertie. That was just a guess.
Yep. Gertie, you're not done with this yet.
Oh, thank God.
You can tell them what you rolled at this point.
Oh, I rolled a 1.
Whoa.
Oh, I was so scared.
You're welcome.
I was stressed that you guys didn't have spell slots left to actually heal. Oh my God, I'm so glad.
I got one left. I'm going to keep that one saved.
I was gonna go use Spare the Dying on you too. That's
Okay.
cantrip, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good point. There's always Spare the Dying.
Don't worry, I'll do you one better.
There's always money in the Spare the Dying.
Okay, so that changes my plan. Which is the one that's the farthest away one that seems like it's on
this
its
one,
last
right?
leg?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I will shoot my first shot at that one. Wait, I can't split it. It's
Come here
two
often?
bolt thing.
You're supposed to, I think, call them both at the same time, but I don't really care that much. That will hit this creature and will take it the F out. What does it look like as this blast kills an astral elf priest that's been fucking with y'all?
Like in the knees, like in the shin, so it drops to its knees and falls on its face.
Absolutely. You hear a crack of a nose breaking as it hits the cobbles.
So can I use the second one then, or okay? Then I will do it at the one that took down Gertie.
Mm-hmm. That's this mo, and that will hit that mo. Oh boy. Okay, that's fine. 2, and there we go. Perfect. Done. I feel like yep. The Commodore. You leave my new friends out of this, and he boom, boom, boom. The ground doesn't rumble, but you feel like the ground rumbles in your heart. Yeah, why wouldn't he go ahead and pull out another one of those devices? Looks like we would know them as grenades. Tosses it kind of over the wall here, and it perfectly explodes midair, catching these 2 elves here in the blast and not hurting Rokos or Gertie whatsoever. Seems like this mof has some skill with these things. we need... Okay, I guess we can get rid of that. That's perfectly fine. And we need saves. Boop. Okay, those both work. In that they both fail. Oh boy, that's the wrong one. There's too many sheets.
Too many sheets.
Too many sheets. Bam. That's the roll.
Oh.
Wow. That does full damage. Yeah, the force of this explosion knocks these two warriors into death. Quite literally. As it's a big bang. And they are out, fall dead. One on the ground right next to Gertie. One on the ground in front of Rokos. The last warrior, seeing a prone Gertie, seeing all of the elves around it having been dead and having one final order to fulfill, and looking healthy as fuck, might I say, is going to make 2 attacks at advantage to the prone Gertie, grasping a longsword in 2 hands. Well, bam, that one is going to hit. And that one is also going to hit. These 2 together do a total of 16 damage.
Bye-bye. Oh my god.
The first one actually gets Gertie to 0. The second one takes...
Oh, it's an auto crit, isn't it?
It's an auto crit, taking 2. Shit, I really shouldn't have done that, but I already said it. Yep. We'll see how this goes. You are down. 2 death saves.
And now it's my turn to roll.
Exactly. Yeah, I really fucked up here.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, that was bad of me.
Should I do this private?
Yeah, definitely. Yes, absolutely should do this private.
That is the MO.
Man. Oh no.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
No, I haven't rolled yet. I was nervous about rolling. I just rolled.
Yeah,
you know what that means.
Yourself just in case.
Gertie lifts her head and says, Basha said, I'm not done.
Oh,
crit.
Nice.
I botched and I crit tonight. That's fucking ridiculous.
Jesus Christ, how
There's never a time to
horrifying.
do it.
You have your whole turn.
Oh, I do?
Yeah, that's the start of
shit.
turn.
You are prone, but you have your entire turn as of now.
Get up and kick some ass or heal.
Yeah.
We'll have
Or
that.
remove yourself from the situation, or fight. There's so many options.
Cue up Having a Good Time by Queen.
Yeah,
That's what I feel like is always the music that happens in this scenario.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna sorry, I can't decide. It's a whole action to disengage.
It's a whole ass action to disengage. Yeah.
Weak.
Unless you're a rogue, are you a rogue?
No. Please. Yeah, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and disengage and use. Man.
If you're standing up,
I only have 15 feet. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And I can't even use my fucking animal ancestry because it takes a whole goddamn action.
Yeah, that's true.
It's annoying. I hate the changes.
I'm sorry. I didn't make them.
I know.
Yeah, you still have movement.
Sorry.
Though,
I know.
if you
2,
want.
3. I'm just trying to think of what I'm doing with that bonus action. That's all.
Does that ancestry come from you being an Ardling, or is it come from something else? Okay.
Yeah, they had because they changed the ancestry from being like a radiant, almost kind of like an Asmar type of build to something.
Well, don't
more
worry,
animal-y.
you'll never have to deal with it.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Now that they've officially announced that Ardling will not be in the game.
Rude. Don't get rid of Gertie just because of that.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying Gertie is an Ardling. We can use whatever version of Ardling the fuck we want. So we should talk about that some more.
We should. We should definitely talk about that.
Oh boy.
Sorry, I'm looking through all my spells real quick, and just nothing's doing the job. So can I use my healer's kit? No, that's an action too.
Yeah.
Everything's a fucking action.
Yeah, weird, huh?
It's a bonus action when I have, or a vitality up or when I'm using my different channel divinities, but all of that shit's gone, so I'm done.
Fair
I don't have anything to do.
You lived.
I lived.
That's a lot to do.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
So
crawl
it's
away.
a good problem to have.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Especially
Out of battle.
right after getting knocked down, just being like, nope, and walking away.
Yeah. It's real cool.
Rookos, go ahead.
Yeah, while this guy is, or while they,
Sure.
I don't.
It is an elf, so.
While they are, focus on Gertie, I'm going to close this gap here and just lay in as best I can. It wasn't letting me open my character sheet. It was just like moving it incrementally back, like horizontally. That was very strange. Let me make sure that the advantage is off. That's one, right? That's one action. Just making sure we're all right. One, that's the item, not the but 1 and 2.
Excellent. The first of those will get through. The second one will miss. This thing is still alive and kicking, as it were. Still very much vital. The other ones took a lot of damage, but this one hasn't been focused on so hard.
That's everything I can do.
It's feeling the sting of Rokos' blade, for sure. Let's see if Fashaw has more to say about it.
Mockery.
I bet. Let's go with... All right, there it is.
The Bard's magic missile.
Unfortunately, this elf seems to shrug off your vicious mockery.
There's just nothing for it.
Does not seem too bothered.
All right, as long as Gertie's standing and protected, I'm gonna hold on to that heal until we need it.
Fair point. Zanro?
Eldritch blast them.
Eldritch blast them.
Say the word.
That's not what I heard. I heard Eldritch blast them.
What the hell? Those are both exactly the same.
That's very peculiar. They'll both hit and do a oddly similar amount of damage as each other. Fair enough. Commodore.
She calls somebody an eldritch bastard.
Commodore Crux licks their thumb, holds it in the air some, and pulls out from their back a musket. And as they hold out a leg to get a wider stance to steady themselves, you see them somewhat stumble a little bit. And you remember, oh, right, this motherfucker has been drinking for the past several hours.
Uh-oh.
Nah, that just makes him more effective. His blunderbuss shots are now indiscriminate.
And we'll see how accurate that is. At disadvantage, that shot goes wide. Does not seem to cause any damage to anything but a cobble nearby, but does not hit the Astral Elf Warrior as a tremendous bang erupts from the musket the Commodore is wielding currently. The Astral Elf Warrior notices that, oh, right, there's a person in between it and its target. And that person actually stabbed it ferociously earlier in its life, just a few days back. And it's going to go ahead and take 2 slashes at Rokos. We'll just use that as both attacks. A 21 and a 12. The 12 is going to miss, but the 21 will get through, dealing 3 slashing and 9 radiant damage total.
Okay. 3 slashing, so I got that math.
Cool. And that brings us to Gertie.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to run away some more.
Ooh, you're running off my screen. You're crawling.
I'm stopping right there.
You're crawling over these walls over here?
No, I can't see anything. It's all black.
Oh, Wendy, why? Okay, fair enough. Wendy and Brian, those are the only people it's black for, right? Everybody else has a map?
Yeah, I see a map.
It's all white for me, actually.
Yeah,
fair enough.
It's white.
I'm going to refresh and see if it reloads.
Oh, is it the VTTS that's doing it?
Yeah, I thought Wendy had it going.
Oh, I'm not on Firefox. I never open Firefox. Let me open that up.
Oh, fair enough. Either way. Okay,
Sorry. That makes a difference to be able to see the whole map. But I'm generally going to run away.
Everybody could. I have it set up for everybody to. But
Yeah, I forgot to use the right browser.
It's cool.
I'm sorry, Matthew.
I
I said
can't
it's
on the
cool.
tablet, unfortunately.
I get that. It's all good. It doesn't matter. You can't over this direction would probably be a better way to run.
You can move me to where generally out of the way would be. If I could get some cover behind whatever that wall is, that'd be cool. I'd do that.
Absolutely. And you hop over the wall and grab some cover back there. That
fantastic. And then with my action, I will cast Guiding Bolt at the one that's still up. I'm going to do it, I think, at 2nd level.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Fuck this guy, person, thing.
They appear to be presenting male. It's fine, guys. Don't worry about it. And yeah, they are hit by this Guiding Bolt, which I think gives other players advantage.
Yeah, the next person gets advantage.
Just the next person on
Just
their
next one.
On the next attack or their whole next bit?
Attack.
Got it. Cool.
The next attack before the end of my turn.
Before the end. Okay, so the next attack on it. Yeah. Yes.
The land of this one is woke. Okay.
Yes, absolutely. Unfortunately, it's also dying.
Well,
I mean, it's your world. Woo! It's truly my world. You guys know how it is. Rokos, it's your turn.
Okay. Second, first, same as the first.
take advantage.
Indeed.
Right. On both or just one?
Just the one.
Just the first one.
Okay. Here's the first one.
That was literally just discussed.
Yeah.
The first one gets through. At this point, you feel like if you struck it with another equally hard attack, you would be able to take it right the fuck out.
I'm hearing that a lot tonight. Here we go.
And you hit it with an attack, just not quite as hard, and it is still up. Just a few breaths left. Hatred burning in its eyes. Unfortunately, I think it's no longer your turn, and moving on to Vashah.
So, knowing what my output is and the likelihood of me actually doing something, Vashah is going to do the most based thing in the world, and I'm going to provide aid to Xanril.
Yeah.
Do you not remember my last attacks?
Yeah, but now you have advantage.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, but the amount of damage that I dealt.
Better than mine.
All right.
All right, you take an action to give Xanril, I think, advantage on just the one attack, if I remember correctly, or just the one of those bolts. I don't think it's the full. But you know what? Fuck it. It's your whole action. Xanril, you get advantage on both. As I guess Vashah holds your hand steady. I don't know exactly how this works. But they definitely help out. The first one kills the thing. The second one hits it on its way down.
Nice.
And how does that look? Or does it look like any particular thing in any way? Does it just fall?
This one's gonna fall backwards.
Yeah, it does. Its skull cracking against the cobble beneath it as you feel as though the immediate danger has ended, but Commodore Crux is looking hurriedly around, making sure that nobody has seen the conflict as he rushes forward. Go on. I got this. I got people in the city that can take care of this. But you four need to get somewhere safe. I told you that there are spies in the city.
Where were we heading?
There's a little tavern a couple doors down. Just rest there for the night. Meet me back in my ship. I have to deal with this for this evening.
All right.
That's where you're heading anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, before you go here, take these. And you see him hurriedly grab the gloves off of the priest, those sparkling Michael Jackson-y gloves, and tosses them your direction.
Delightful.
But
remember, the second wind. You don't really know. The priest was able to do a bunch of stuff, and they waved their hands around the whole time doing it, but specifically these gloves.
Fair enough.
You knocked me off of my feet now, baby.
Yeah. I believe that the place I told you that was nearby was called the Landing Strip, if I remember correctly.
Oh, yeah.
That does sound familiar.
Yep. Sounds like you.
Let's be honest here. The term "the landing strip" in the context of this game, is not nefarious in any way, shape, or form.
None
Right,
at all.
yeah.
It's
Like
an
it's like the
airship
most
place.
basic. It's the
Yeah.
most basic name it could be. We're spinning that.
It's
We're
not
the
me
Because
at
it's
all.
coming
okay?
out of Matthew's mouth.
I know, but like this is a pre-written adventure.
I know.
We're the freaks
it's
here.
just
Is all I'm saying.
hilarious.
No.
He didn't. No, that is not the
doesn't
name
mean
of it
shit.
in there. He made that
Until I
up.
look at those words in the book, that doesn't mean shit.
Mhm.
Dom, I so appreciate the benefit of the doubt there, but yeah, that's not in the book.
Okay.
I
All
really
right.
do appreciate. I chose the landing strip specifically because it was both.
Because
sure.
it had
I'm just saying, it is the most
deniability.
basic.
You're
it's
not
like,
wrong,
You know,
yeah.
the airplane hangar,
Yes,
but it just
yes.
happens. You know.
The hangar. Oh, I
Yeah.
love it. If only it was. It's fine. It doesn't work for my thing, but something else maybe.
Right.
Stupid. The landing strip is a rather run-down kind of place. There's just a few people in here, and they seem to be sitting in the darker corners. There's a cheery-looking dwarf man behind the bar. He welcomes you in. Welcome to the landing strip. Are you looking for a room for the evening or just drinks?
We will be taking
A
a room.
Excellent. And just if it's 2 silver for the night.
Do we have group money?
I don't think so.
You each do have some money, don't you?
Yeah,
I have money,
know if
like-
we had
On my
group money.
character sheet, but I don't see any in the journal.
Yeah, I don't think there's a thing that's been made
I'm
as
just.
far as that
Rokos
goes.
is just gonna slap a gold down.
Whoa,
Well,
big
thank
spender.
you. And yeah, he'll immediately start making change. Like, he's not going to immediately assume that this is all for him. He's going to slide 8 silver back your way. Thank you so much. Your room is number 13 up there on the left side. Here's a key. Just the one room for the evening, or do you need 2 or 5? Were you looking
I'm
for?
gonna slide him back 4 silver.
Thank you very much. That's quite kind of you, sir. I could definitely set you up with 2 rooms if you'd prefer that rather than the 1. There are 4 of you here. I don't know how close you all are.
I do not require much sleep, so it does not bother me either way.
One is fine.
Excellent. And I can drinks on the house if you would like them. That was just very generous of you. You all
That
look like you've
sounds
been through a lot
wonderful.
recently. And yeah, we'll set you up with some basic beers if you are looking for them. But apart from that,
Do you have tea?
oh yes, tea. Yes, of course. Do you like? Do you like the elven tea or do you prefer the gnomish varieties?
No, you could actually could you bring me some hot water? And
Of
then
course.
Gertie will go outside and use her staff of flowers and bloom up some flowers like the ones that she would have at
Oh.
home and use them to make a little tea.
Oh,
That's adorable, and yeah, that goes off without a problem. You're provided with.
I'll personally get some of the Noma stuff.
Oh, the tea crowd. Sorry, I just assumed alcohol with such adventurous folk. But tea, yeah, absolutely.
well, you said elvish and tea. That sounds just like the thing.
Well, there you go. Perfect. And yeah, so you have the evening free to do as you please. You can spend it in the bar area or use it to take a long rest.
Drinking our teas.
That's awesome. I love it very much. It's adorable. But yeah, you can have a pleasant evening drinking your teas. You can also, at this point, if you choose to identify different things, you have several hours to play around with things that you might have picked up along the way. I remember somebody mentioning a crystal and a rock at different points.
I think one of those is me.
And I think you picked up a spell scroll, but I'm not sure if that got identified specifically, but maybe it did. I don't remember. But now you have
Wall of Force spell scroll.
Yep, cool.
But yes, I would like to identify the rock.
Yeah, it doesn't take you too long to.
I think we already did do that crystal, because I do see on this list telepathy crystal. Is that the same thing? Or is
That makes sense. Yeah, that does. Yeah, absolutely. I think you've left the spelljamming helm on the other boat. You could have taken that with you, and if you want to in the morning, I'll allow you to go grab that from the previous captain if you really want to have a spelljamming helm around. They're pretty valuable. But that's up to you entirely. And you picked up some gloves, and yeah, that was also left on the boat. So.
The what? Oh, not the gloves you were just handed.
No, not the gloves you were just handed. There's something else.
I was like, what? What do you mean we left them on the boat?
Sorry. I'm reading more things. After playing around with them for a little bit, you're able to figure out that they are these.
Ooh, fancy.
Pretty.
You imagine that the priest was too busy using their higher level magics to, and that, for the last effect, that the warriors were too in the way to allow that to go off, and that's why you didn't see much of the effects of this item in particular. But they were wearing them.
Interesting.
And they can be more Michael Jackson-y than the picture shows, if you imagine. Totally fine with that. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be the session for the night. You're going to wake up fully rested in the morning, so feel free to take that long rest.
Did I miss what the rock is?
Oh, sorry. It's the Ion Stone of Reserve.
It popped up for me.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was on my character sheet. Oh, dang it.
Oh, yeah, that
went away.
It was stacked under the other one I had.
Yep.
They should be over under treasure on the side there.
They are, yeah.
On the right.
Yep. And yeah, it's the Ion Stone of Reserve. It's a pretty dope item. I would recommend somebody grabbing that.
Treasure on the right?
Yeah. Like where it says.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
Cool. And right, that one actually had a thing on it, if I remember correctly. Give me a second. I'm going to look that up real quick, and then that will be the end of the session for the night.
There's no button for a long rest, right?
I don't think there is anymore. I think I had it programmed at one point, but
that's
let that go.
Just checking.
Yep. This Ion Stone of Reserve currently holds a single casting of a shield spell.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Oh, lovely.
Indeed.
So I don't know if you want to split those up now, or if you want to make a group list of things, because that could prove useful in the future. It's entirely up to you.
Yeah, we should probably make a group list.
I'll make a little page for you guys to do that on then. Here we go.
What in the world? I can't get my mouse away from my character sheet.
And,
it's loading my character sheet wherever my mouse goes.
Yeah.
And I don't know why or how to undo that.
There you go. You should have a group treasure thing right at the top of the journal on the right side there. Did anybody take the telepathy crystal? Yeah,
What
no.
was that?
Yeah.
Oh, personally, no.
Okay, yeah. Or the Heartbreaker's brooch. Is somebody wearing that currently?
Oh, what does it do? Oh, there.
Yeah,
I see it.
I do.
List.
Okay.
It's
Gotcha.
on mine.
Got it. But nobody is currently using the telepathy crystal. I think there are people holding the potions of wrath, if I remember correctly.
I've got the wrath potion.
There you go. Anybody holding the spell scroll of force or the spell scroll of wall of force currently?
I have it on my list.
Perfect.
Oh, I also have a potion of wrath.
Okay, I think there was more than one, so that makes sense. But nobody is currently holding the Ion Stone of Reserve or the Psionic Mitts, I believe. Which you could split up now if you want to, or we could put them on that list.
We've got enough casters to be able to make arguments.
Yeah, for sure. You said no one else had the telepathy crystal yet either?
Correct.
It was just those three, right?
I think that, those are, as far as I can tell, the major treasures that you still currently have.
And did I read that wrong? You don't need to be a caster to activate those items. True?
That's true. The only magic item that you guys have picked up so far that you need to be a caster specifically to activate is the Spelljamming Helm.
Well, also the scroll.
Oh, you're right. Fair. My bad. You're absolutely right about that. But yeah, you could use the Ion Stone of Reserve as a non-caster, if I understand this item correctly.
If someone's loading
the caster stores something into it, and the user uses that caster's base stats, right?
Yeah, it seems actually more helpful for a non-caster to have it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ways that can be used. Like I can see in your case, maybe having Fashaw have it and have somebody loaded up with a bunch of damaging spells for them to use. I could see it being used.
Yeah.
Give Fashaw the fireball. Give Fashaw a fireball.
I
Or
can see
give-
it.
Never use it.
Or give
Yeah.
3 shield spells to Rokos. Like, that's a great idea, too. There's a lot of options.
Or a healing spell to Rokos or something.
Sure.
Was it 3 levels worth of spells? Or
I believe it's 3 levels worth of spells, if I remember correctly. There's a lot of options with that item. It's a really cool
3
one.
levels worth of spells.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
And you can take your time if you want to think about it. You have the night. You're sitting around like, well, how can we use it? You're not going to have time otherwise to talk about it, right? I don't know.
Yo, what if we just gave this thing to Rokos and I loaded up with a haste spell? The last thing anybody needs, more Rokos cleaving.
Pretty cool.
I am interested to see when they finally release the Marshall updates, see what that's like.
I'm
Can
really
different-
super interested in the weapons. I think they're going to be really cool weapon updates.
Does one person have to upload all the spells? Or can it be like one person does this, one person does that?
Like one person does the first level and one person does the second level.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly how it works, how you guys are talking about it.
Crazy.
That's awesome.
Theoretically viable. Nothing in the rule book says you can't.
Yeah, so you can give somebody a cleric spell and a wizard spell that are, you get it.
Load someone up.
And those
Sounds
are
like
I
it
remember
should
who
go to
gave what
Rokos.
so that you can you
Yeah.
have to remember who did what, so when you go to use it, you can go back to the appropriate
Sure.
stats to calculate what's going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, I think the person who ends up with it is going to need to really keep track of what spells are on there from who. I think that's going to
For
be that
sure.
person's job, whoever that person ends up being. And those psionic mitts are nothing to sneeze at either for what
No,
that's.
I know, yeah.
I've been too
Oh.
busy doing.
There's been
witching
a lot of things to
calculus over
read.
Oh yeah, check out the psionic mitts under the treasure as well.
hmm
Mm.
And the telepathy crystal nobody's using. That could be a useful
Yeah,
thing. too.
I was just reading that one. That's pretty cool.
I mean, yeah, I think
I don't mind you.
Rokos
taking- Whoa.
could make use of either of those 2 items for sure, but it doesn't matter. Someone really wants them.
It's not really my style, so I'm not really drawn to it.
For which one?
The telepathy one.
Ah, sure.
Oh, I was talking about the gloves and the stone. Like those are things that I could definitely see how a fighter can use those to an advantage, but
Oh, wait, was I reading?
not married
that
to
one?
anything.
Ooh.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm not.
I meant the psionic mint. What is the telepathy?
I think I would read it if I were you. Just
Yeah, I feel like that's something
Yeah.
I would like.
I felt like it was something
Well,
that maybe your
I
character
already
could
have
use. Exactly.
Oh.
You already have that ability.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think
That's
I
why.
might want those mitts. Like, there's some plausible deniability in some of those damage effects.
Mhm. For just so for whatever it's worth, I'm going to count a 30-foot fall against a wall as 2d6 damage. Just I think that's fair. If you are able to like pound something, I'll give you 2d6 on it for that item. You get what I'm saying?
2d6 on a wall bash? Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay, if nobody else has particular dibs on this thing.
Go for it.
Doesn't
Yep.
this telepathy crystal do more for Xanril than just what Xanril already had?
That's what I was saying. You should double check against. I'm not entirely
Because the
sure.
telepathic adept seems like a whole mess of shit that is more niche.
Mhm. That's true. Like it's
But yeah.
that plus extra, right? It's
Mhm.
somebody else could do the
But
first
I
part
just
as well. I get what
feel
you're saying.
like there are multiple things that I kind of already have, so it would just that kind of makes it less useful. You know what I
Sure.
mean? Like whereas
Mhm.
someone else could also have the abilities. I don't know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mhm.
I could see Gertie using that. I'd think it's a good use for Rokos to have the Ion Stone,
Yeah, I agree.
so that you can have access to like magic damage or other.
Well, is it
Okay.
something he would use? Are you anti-magic at all, or
Nope, that's a
Okay.
different campaign, technically in the same world now, on in a totally different scenario.
I couldn't remember, so I was just
There's a
asking.
rhino running around Jaipul being like, fuck. fuck it right there.
It's true. That also happened like thousands of years ago, but you know, we're not talking about that.
Yeah, that's what I'm just saying. Yeah, different time, different place.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. But cool. Yeah, and I don't think anybody has any spells to put in it currently, but yeah, you have one field
I had a
spell in
couple
there.
spells left.
Do you have a level or two that you want to throw into the Ion Stone?
I can throw a
shield, a level 1 spell.
Well, if we do it after we rest.
Well, if you do it before you rest, you get your spells back. If
I
you
don't
do it
have
after
any.
you rest,
Yeah.
if you do it after you rest, you have a lot more options. But you're losing a spell for the day.
Right.
So
unless we rest again.
I could put Fairy Fire, Sleep, Bless, Command, Cure Wounds, Guiding Bolt onto there.
Sounds pretty useful.
Which one?
I don't care.
Which do you... No, like, what do you think you'd use?
All of it.
Okay, well, choose one. I'm giving you a spell. What would you...
What's command again?
Command.
Okay. Yeah. I'm thinking of command duel. That's command, like, dude.
I have that, and I could prepare it tomorrow, and you could do that. Compellable.
I mean, that sounds like what you want.
It was an option. Let's see.
Fair.
I'm going through that whole list again.
Actually, in order to give you a bonus action, I'll put a healing word in there.
Okay, we're down to a first level spell now. Is command to compel duel? Okay.
I've only listed first levels.
I think what would be good if he's getting he has shield already. That's not bad.
And you have a healing word as well.
And a healing word. I think something offensive
Mm-hmm.
at this point. Offensively offensive.
I find that offensive.
That's you.
Guiding Bolt.
This is
I take great docket of that.
Healing word from Bush. I don't feel like writing a bolt.
I mean, Guiding Bolt does sound like it would work really well. Doesn't it also say advantage on the next attack before the end? And so even if
good spell.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm writing it down. Guiding Bolt.
Guiding Bolt it is.
Cool.
A shield from Other, Guiding Bolt from Gertie, and a healing word from Bashaw.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's my Ion Stone that I will now take time before they load it up. I guess I don't have to wait during this short rest or long rest. I'm gonna do it. I assume I have to too.
Yeah, you will have to attune because that's all. Cool. Magic items are now out and about and being used. And you'll wake up in the morning and you'll be free to do whatever you choose to do in the morning. You have spent an evening devising and dividing your magic items amongst yourself and taking a nice long rest. You are on the Rock of Brawl, traveling, hurtling through space. You wake up in a soft bed in a tavern called the Landing Strip. In this city just last night, you were attacked on the streets in broad moonlight by astral elves that had followed you from space itself. It seems the rock is not safe for you. You have met a friendly Commodore named Kretz. He's hippo-y. And also, new rules have come out since you've been asleep, and now Warlock is all different and Fighter's pretty different, kinda. And that's what's happening. What do you want to do with yourselves?
Well, let's see. We just got done with our rest.
Let's say you got done with breakfast. What sounds good? They cook up a general breakfast of eggs and meats and breads of your choice, and potatoes in the style of your pleasing, along with the hot beverage.
I'll have some greens.
That is also available.
And I'll go outside and use my staff of flowers to grow some... Oh, fuck, what was it called? I had it written down. Certain kind of flower. What is it? A small group of night phlox to add on top of my greens as garnish.
What kind of flavor do the night phlox?
Mm-hmm. Peppery.
Oh, they're peppery.
Oh.
A bit like rocket.
Mm-hmm.
you enjoy a delicious salad.
Gertie chews much longer than it seems like she needs to.
They offer to cut it into squares for you and put the dressing on the side, a little dressing for you to dip it into. They call it lettuce chips.
No.
All right, breakfast is enjoyed, to answer your question. For Shaw, that is the time it is currently.
Guess I'm eating alone.
Sorry, I meant to be confirming that we had finished a long rest.
Yes, that has been confirmed. Yes.
Okay. Okay, so we were supposed to go and meet with the Commodore, right?
The last conversation you had with Commodore Crux, he said to meet him on his boat.
All right, should we do that immediately, or do we want to peruse the rock?
We should look around. There's so much we've never seen before.
Is this not a little bit of urgency?
Is it?
Well, I don't know. The world we were on kind of seemed pretty dire.
Good point.
But I suppose what's a few minutes?
We can look while we walk.
That
see
is
what
true.
we see on the way.
Yes, walk and gawk.
Assuming that is the way of things, you take the long way to the docks, a different path than you followed the night before to your current resting place. Luckily, there's a small strip of shops there, one selling desserts, a frozen orb of sorts dangling from a string, along with a small, hard, shiny looking candies of various colors. The next booth over selling meats on sticks, what looks to be space fish from what you can see, and possibly some kind of hinge roll skewered on a wooden rod, roasting over an open fire. It looks like it's pretty early in the morning, and there are merchants starting to set out beautiful cloths. Seem like dresses. Some seem like skirts that fasten in the front and might come down to your knee, as well as different types of leather pants as you walk along the way there. Is there anything in particular that folks are looking for as you're walking and gawking?
Not I.
Yeah.
In a strange and exotic place, I just wonder if there's anything strange and exotic on that path.
Absolutely. Other strange and exotic things for you that might be of interest are cloaked figures. A group of 4 of them pass you by. Squiddy tentacles emerge, squiggle out from beneath the cloaks. They seem to be illithids. That you notice from the design of the ship you were in before and the dead bodies you saw on that ship, that these folk are very much of the same type as the ones from the nautiloid that you had plundered very recently. These might be the first that you've ever seen alive.
Concerned.
Nobody else seems to be concerned, that is. They're passing pleasantly and enjoying the early morning.
Are there many different types of creatures and people around that seem to be commingling and such?
Indeed. The rock itself is a melting pot of sorts of folk from around the universe, the different pockets of wild space. The rock itself is able to travel between. It's not limited to one, so it picks up travelers along the way. You see folk that seem to be made of what looks to be possibly a hardened light. Each of them has what you notice about them. There's 4 of them in a group, each a different color and size, and they each have a gem of the same color that they are in a different place on their body. one on a hand on a palm, the other a gem replacing an eye, a purple one. They're folk like that. I mentioned the mind flayers, but there's also you notice woodland elves here. A couple of them, not with each other, but you see two of them along your way, as well as halflings, and you see a gnome, and you have sorry. A dwarf was actually one of the person selling the desserts, the treats, not desserts, but the sweet treats, as mentioned earlier.
Cleric?
No, fucking racist. Good shit. God damn it. Yeah, so folks of all types, things you haven't seen before, things that you might have heard of, but different stuff.
Beings we've only heard of in legend.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard those legends.
Less, what you do notice that is peculiar to maybe a few of you here, less beast folk here than on home.
Are we garnering attention?
The folk here are pretty used to strange things. You're not the first beast folk they have seen. It's just they're not around right now. But they see a lot of weird folk pass through. So
like, we're peculiar, but we're not Rock of Brawl peculiar.
Yeah. Like there are some Gith around. Like there's all kinds of folk on the rock. What you see along this particular path, I named a couple.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, peculiar architecture as well. Certain buildings with arcs that end in points jutted in different directions next to very plain buildings, next to domed clay buildings, just a peculiar mishmash of things, all on this end of the rock, looking not too well put together. They're not falling apart or anything like that, but this isn't the upper side of town, as it were, near the dock.
Vishal will properly gawk at all of the strange new things.
Gertie will approach stalls as frequently as the group will allow her to and gaze longly at, or for a long time at anything she sees that's shiny or unique.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Vishal's actually going to pull out a notebook and start taking notes and doing LA Noire style sketches of stuff that he comes across.
Very cool. It's going to make a great book someday if you choose to publish. And before long, you do reach the docks. And I had something that the book says here to say, and I wanted to say it because the book says to. Stately galleons, sleek cutters that resemble flying fish, and warships built to look like hammerhead sharks line the docks of Brawl. Crux, in the distance, aboard a ship that seems rather modest by comparison, you spot Commodore Crux, who seems to be in discussion of some sort with a young, like a tiefling woman, Red, if you had questions. The ship's sails are patchworks of mended canvas, while its hull seems barely held together by thick vines that bind it like rope. Its strangest feature, however, is the full-grown tree that sprouts from the aft deck.
Full-grown what?
Tree.
Oh, okay.
From a distance, you can see that this tree has what looks to be a deeply carved face upon it. It seems to be, hovering there gently in the space breeze. As you approach, you can hear the voices of the two verbal combatants growing louder as you see that this is a heated argument between Commodore Crux, who spots you and this younger woman, adult, but younger than Commodore Crux. Yes, the second wind, Crux declares pridefully. Isn't he something? Yes.
That's to us? Oh,
yes,
sorry.
to you. Yes, no, please, that's to you. And if you have something to say, please now.
No, I just wasn't sure if this was the conversation we were hearing or if they were speaking to us.
Yeah, he turns away from her when he notices you and motions to a ship. The second wind. Yes, she is a very good. Or was somebody else going to say something? Fuck.
Sorry, I thought. Keep going.
No, you.
He wants us to jump in.
Yes, a fine vessel indeed. Face onto that thing.
Onto. Oh, you mean Starbow? You can meet him later. We're kind of in the middle. Go ahead.
Is he a part of the ship or?
He is the ship.
Wow.
And a lovely guy, not quite a chatter, if you would, but a fine fellow and willing to go along on adventures. And I would like to be taking him on adventures now, Crux, as I paid for. Yes, folks, this is Fel Ardra, and now you're telling my name to strangers. Commodore, that is not very professional of you. And her tail whips threateningly behind her.
Terribly sorry. Let us put ourselves on equal footing then. The name is Fashaw.
Yes, Fashaw.
I'm Gertie.
My name is Zanril.
Rokos.
And these are the... Sorry, that's not the voice. These are the people that I was talking about, Fel. Their home world is under attack by the astral elves. Yes, your whole adventure, it's very interesting, and your plight is... Oh, it's so disheartening for me. However, we had a deal, and I paid 1,000 gold for 100 days. I have 40 days left on my contract, Crux. But Fel, this is an emergency, don't you see?
Look, I wasn't aware that you were under a previous business arrangement.
Yes, but Fel's a good kid, and I think we can make her understand. Especially, Fel, I could pay off the last, what would that be, 400 gold? I can pay off that 400 gold and buy out the last of the contract. She thinks about it, and you see that happen. And she takes a beat. Well, I was going to make 3,000 gold on my next job. I expect you to pay for that as well.
Can I make an insight check to see if I think she's lying?
You can make an insight check to see if she is lying.
Well.
Can I be reminded exactly what was told to us that the Commodore do?
For you, he so far is your one lifeline to possibly doing something about your world. He has told you that he has an end to possibly getting some revenge on the astral elves, which is kind of the only way that might lead you to finding a way to reversing what's happening to your home world.
Right, but we don't know exactly what all that involved. That's what we were meeting with him today about.
Yes, he wanted to talk on his boat specifically because of the ears of the astral elves in town, which you found to be quite insightful of him shortly thereafter.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. With that insight check, you do not detect any kind of foul play in Fel.
Could we perhaps be of service to help your mission along and you, in exchange, help us out? I'm not exactly sure what the Commodore was going to propose for us to do, but maybe there is a way we can both get what we need.
Yes, perhaps we might have this conversation on the ship.
I'm fine with them coming aboard. It is still your boat. Yes, please come up on. And yeah, I guess we can at this point move you on over. Because
Gawk at the tree.
Sorry, here we go. That's how we do this. And you may gawk at the tree now. There should be. Oh, right. I should have done this before. Did I not? Here you go. Boom.
I before stepping on, I turn to the tree and say, "May we board you?"
It takes a moment for Starbo, as he has been called, to acknowledge you. But when he realizes you're talking to him, he says, "Yes.
Thank you.
Please step aboard."
Okay.
Hi, Jonathan.
For a second.
It was meant to.
Step on me.
Good stuff.
No judgments.
Remember that the green dots are just like kind of camera eyeballs for you, so that's
Right.
They don't actually exist.
Of course.
Oh, wow. Sorry, I'm just reading about the ship.
Totally. Commodore Brux will step down from the stern castle to the main deck, and Fel will go down the other set of stairs. You see, I have a friend out in wild space, and he's putting together a coalition of folks that are going to, well, I believe the plan is to attack the main base of the astral elves themselves. If there's any hope of saving your home world, it will lie on that home base. Yes,
Wow,
and that's... Sorry, go ahead. No, please, you go ahead.
That sounds like good news. That's all. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Yeah. Yes, good news for you if you had a ship. However, I have 40 days left. And yes, of course, I'll take the refund. That's great. But I have work that is this? Yeah, that's a fine voice. I have work that I have promised to do.
How
Go ahead.
How long of a trip is this to their base?
I don't have that information right at hand.
Well, whatever the number is, can you just delay your work for that amount of time and then continue your 40 days after if you're unable to do your work en route to their base?
I've heard a couple of things that sound like they would warrant a persuasion check, and I'll allow it out of either Gertie or Fashaw, or one of you, or either of you can do, or both of you can do it, or one of you can help the other.
Ooh, my persuasion is stupid.
Go for it. I'll help you.
I will happily accept that
I'm only
assistance.
okay. Damn!
Whoa!
Really real loud. A 10?
Whoa!
It is
Whoa.
certifiably stupid.
Cool.
You may not like it, but this is what expertise looks like.
No, this is great. This is real good. This is gonna make it go smoother. I'm just trying to make sure that the thing.
No, I'm just quoting a meme format.
Sure. Yes, the peak mail form. Yes, got it.
This is what peak performance looks like.
That's what it is. Peak performance.
Actually, that's a different pun. This is what peak performance looks like.
Oh my god.
God damn.
That's
Yeah, that's pretty fucking peak.
And hearing a jaunty tune from your home world melts the tiefling's heart. I think that can be arranged for folk as needy as you all, and who make such beautiful music.
We're not needy, we're needful.
Just take it, Fashaw.
And the smile that she had towards, oh wow, I didn't do this either. God, I'm bad at this. Here you go. The smile that this young woman was showing for Shaw quickly fades with the correction.
Was it something I said?
Just keep playing music.
At the sound of the music, a door opens. You can see all these doors, right? I think so.
I can see doors.
Boom. It opens.
Oh.
And out comes a, that's not the right art.
More flumps. More flumps.
No flumps this time. A Dozy Explorer. Is all the fighting done then? Yes, Flinch. Come on out. It's all been settled. Yes, it seems that you'll be serving under these four now instead of me. It's been a lot of fun. Oh, but if Miss Audra is going to be leaving, who will be flying the boat? That is a very good point. Audra turns on her heel. I could make my services available for, say, 1,000 gold. I certainly can't pay that. That's... do you four have anybody that can fly this ship?
I look to the three various casters on the boat. I believe a couple of us are technically, couldn't call it proficient, but capable perhaps.
Right, but have you ever been shown how it works, taught by anybody at all?
We met this flumpy fellow once. Tried to show us the ropes, I believe.
That's good enough for me. Well, I wish you all the best of luck then. And
terribly sorry, no hard feelings.
It's all right. The work will be there when you get back. I'm sure you'll all make it back in one piece. And she turns and will begin walking away unless anybody stops her into the distance.
Fashaw, do you think maybe you could try convincing her to stay around for a little while so that we can get help learning at least?
Certainly don't see the harm in it. Excuse me.
Yes.
Name right in front of me. So, excuse me, Miss Fell. May chance perhaps this venture that we might be going on may hold some bit of lucridity.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the word? Is that the fake ass word I'm looking for?
It'll work. It's fake enough
Sounds
to me.
good to me.
If it's fake, then sure.
Yeah.
Definition.
Surely you might be able to find some value on this void. As they say, opportunity springs eternal.
Are you willing to offer me 25% of anything that we come across?
Seems fair to me. What do you all think? I say quietly to the group.
Feels like it should be 20 since Gertie wouldn't be able to do this math. Mm-hmm. Yep. Fine.
I see no issue with 25% of the of cash earnings upon this voyage.
You all seem like good people. I think I'm gonna rally behind your cause, and she'll hop back aboard the boat.
All right, and I would like it to be known on this end that I did stipulate the cash earnings, which means that theoretically we still hold on to items.
Nice.
Your contract work is very good, and she's only half devil. Well, that all seems in order then. Shall we head off into wild space and to our first stop along the voyage of hopefully saving your planet? What was it called?
This one.
That's a stupid name. But a lot of good people there, I'm sure.
I'm honestly surprised it hasn't caused as much linguistic havoc as it has already.
That seems fine to me.
Because I've never had an issue with it.
Do we need any supplies before we head out?
I have plenty of food on board. Is there any supplies that you feel like you need? This rock is hot for you guys right now.
Let's see, what exactly might we also need? I'll say I have, as I start throwing random crap out of my backpack. pen, ink, bedroll, costumes, disguise kits, oil, healing potions, a chest containing fishing tackle, abacus, a healer's kit, lantern, an orb of time, orb of direction. Not quite sure those are actually functioning here as I try to check the time on the rock.
Time works, direction's wonky.
All right, that's strange. Miscellaneous instruments, my bagpipes. It's like looks at his hands, psionic mitts, and a map and scroll case. Yes, all right. Anything? Oh, rope. Yes, of course we have rope.
Always.
Wait, do I actually? Hold on a sec. Oh, please tell me. No, hempen rope. There it is. Never be caught without it. I was not sure for a half a second there.
That would be scary to be caught without your rope. I heard there was a question to be had.
Yeah, is the ship that we came in on still here?
Yes, the fuck. I forgot the name of that boat.
The fuck.
The fuck.
Yeah, it could have just been the fuck.
No, but it wasn't the fuck. Come on, guys. Don't be so juvenile. What?
It wasn't the fuck. It was the fuck. Lobster.
The Moon Dancer is still currently here. Yes.
Then I'm going to just turn to the group as they're getting things together and be like, I'll be right back, and leave and go to that boat, and I'll come back.
Batman?
In a happy, dopey fashion, I want to just wave in the general direction of Elena. Even if she's not visible, I'm just waving at the boat.
Totally. She's not out right now. But you do see the boat, and, it's there. It's not too far off. It's just, a few docks down. You'll be able to reach the other boat within 2 or 3 minutes. And Elena one of the noble that you had saved way back in this one at the beginning of the story will welcome you upon the boat. Are you going to be joining us again, Master?
Hey, and I just go past him.
Good seeing you.
Going down to the lower deck. I'll come back later. Don't worry.
Yeah. You'll see people that you know as you pass, and you'll get to the lower deck where you would like to get to. You're welcome to aboard this ship at the moment.
Excellent.
And you're in the lower ship. You see the stuff that was there before as you left it before.
What I'm doing is it will take time, and I'm just doing that to get back to the ship before it. So that's what's happening. Does that make sense to you?
No, can you say it one more time? I'm sorry.
I'm doing what I am intending to do will take time, and I'm just trying to use that time for the ship. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It doesn't need to be a whole take of time.
Alrighty. So yeah, Rokos is down there. And the rest of you are aboard the other boat. And, yeah, I guess we have a few minutes to...
Does the ship have firing capabilities? So, some weapons?
Well, Starbow himself can take care of business when it comes to that, when he gets attacked.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and you'll see Crux motion towards several rocks at the base of Starbow's, I guess you would call it his trunk, coming out of which melds into the deck of the ship. You can see in the artwork of the ship here and there, the vines of it growing through. And you imagine that this tree might be able to throw some of those heavier rocks, but also towards the back of the ship, you'll be able to spot one of those big, what's it called, thingies. Oh boy, I had this open earlier. Ballast, yeah, and several of the big giant bolt things next to it as well. And there's also that back there.
How impressive. Do we have plenty of ammunition? Because we could go and provide some, assuming it is here. If we need, we seem to have run into many encounters on our way here, so I imagine there will be a lot more.
This is such a large area. We've had several uncanny encounters.
We are well stocked, but if you feel like you need more ammunition on board, feel free. If we get into a space battle and it's boat versus boat, it could go a lot of ways depending on what we're up against. But I don't think ammunition would be the thing. If it comes down to it and we're getting real in danger, I would try to close the distance and take care of the folk on board the boat before this ship gets destroyed entirely. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, and I trust your judgment.
Well, maybe one day you'll have a boat yourself and you'll be making decisions. Hopefully we don't run into anything out here anyway. Once we set off. I'm sorry, my headset's fucking up. God damn it. Are people talking?
Oh, no.
Okay, good. Because I can hear you now. Cool. So, yeah, totally up to you if you want to get more ammunition, but I think we're going to be set for what we're going to need.
Well, I do think I realize now that I am a little low on some healing potions, so I would like to see if there may be a few in town that I could purchase. Wait, did we find out what the price, the general price on those before? Was it like super high or something? Or was that
I don't
a
think
different area I was thinking of? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that you guys have gone shopping at all in this game yet.
Well, we have not had a shopping opportunity until now.
I think that's a good idea. I could use some extra healers kits if there's some around.
Cool.
Pasha, would you like to join us?
Oh, indubitably. Although I may be interested in getting a story or two from the big chap here. Gesturing to the tree.
Hopefully we'll have plenty of time to get to know him.
Yeah,
I want to be there for those conversations too. I'm real curious.
Yeah, Fashaw doesn't have much gold on him at the moment, so
Nor
I don't
does
think he's going to be
Gertie.
able to get much.
Neither do I. That's why I was wondering if we knew, but we'll see.
Worth a look. Maybe we could go in together and get one.
Commodore, do you know of a shop nearby where we could purchase some?
One with good prices.
Can I be heard?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
God damn it, you guys can't be.
We can or cannot.
Maybe he can't hear
I'm
us.
assuming Matt is having some problems right now.
I guess so.
Gonna go with a yes.
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
What's a bummer?
Oh.
Oh.
Hello.
Nothing now.
Can you hear us?
I can now.
Can you hear me?
You're gonna want to, if you want somewhere kind of nearby, kind of you said low prices, try the Psionics Otherworldly Emporium, and he gives you the direction. He'll set you right there.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Mm-mm.
I'll head that way.
And the three of you do. Rokos being back, are you gonna do what you're gonna do down there?
Coming back to the ship, I guess he could be coming back to the ship as they're leaving. You'll see he has his helmet like upside down, tucked under his arm. He's coming back up onto the ship.
Rokos, we are going to the shop for some healing potions and other remedies. Would you like to come with?
Kind of looks down at his helmet.
You should.
No. and goes to find some kind of cabin area.
All right.
And well, I'm glad that's taken care of. I didn't really want to deal with it. Oh, hello, you three. Nobody aboard really wants this. And this is Elena coming up from below decks as well, holding what looks to be armor in her hands, kind of squiddy and weird. You guys want to take this?
Oh. What's it do?
I have no idea. You found it on that Nautilid, I believe. Brought it aboard.
What it does?
So am I unclear about where we are? Where are we? I thought I was going back to the other ship. Or were we
Yeah, you were emerging from
Okay.
the first ship as they're passing by, and going back to the second wind.
Yes. Okay.
Then yep, that's still happening. They're just catching Elena passing by as well. I'm just kind of putting it all together.
Cool. I just was lost there for a second, and
That's fair.
my fault.
Oh.
Cool.
Well, I suppose we could sell it even if one of us wasn't interested in using it.
Yeah, what it does is sell for a bit of coin.
That's a fair point. You well earned it.
True.
Think of all the health potions we could buy with this.
Well,
Yeah.
there you go.
I'm just wonder what it does. Look at it.
Yeah, do we have an identified twins?
I do now.
Oh,
Right.
can you tell us what it does?
If I spend some time, I can, yes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, ideally, if I spend some time, that would be better. And
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah, you totally
take
can.
the time to do that as a ritual.
And what you identify is
Did we not have identify before? Or
I know.
was that?
Mm-mm.
So that is helpful then.
That did get shown to you, Matt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. Who nice.
You could speak deep speech.
What level of armor is breastplate?
I believe that's medium. I can look it up real quick.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's like the good medium.
Which I can wear now.
Oh.
I know I said I wasn't interested, but that was before cool armor showed up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. Errata came up to you and said, "Can I interest you?"
Yeah.
Yeah, it's medium, AC 14 plus I think Dex, and then that's plus 2 on top of that, so that's 16 plus Dex for AC.
Damn.
Oh man, it just gives you the Mind Flayer, Mind Blast. Hell yeah.
So who wants it?
It would make no difference in my AC. So I don't. Is there anyone else whose AC it would improve?
I cannot
wants it?
wear medium. That sounds like some pretty good shit.
Yeah.
You should
I
take
would
it then.
understand if you would just wear it.
Okay.
Plus, the mind blast goes with your flavor, right?
I think I don't have 3 attunements already. Let's see. What's this? No, that does not. So, yes, I will take it.
Woo! Is that a helmet on top with like wings on it?
Sure, but it can
Or-
look. It's fine. It doesn't need to
Like
look. Okay, then yes.
that doesn't. No, it's not my armor anyway. I'm not gonna choose what it looks like, but
Well, you
like that
describe.
picture.
Did I just mishear, or is the picture different? Did you describe it as tendrily?
I just describe it as tenderly because that's how I pictured it. The picture is
No, I
different.
like that because
Okay.
I like that because I've
It
got.
sounds like some feature of a lithid plate.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got like Arms of Hadar spell, so that would be fun.
Again, Mind Flayer, interesting. And
Well, I suppose we won't be selling this after all. Now that I know what it does.
Like I see you've
I'm
come
glad
around
you
on it.
checked.
Perfectly understandable.
Well, maybe we can find something still good price at, well, the Psionic Emporium? Is that what it was?
Psionic's Otherworldly Emporium.
Yeah, that one.
Indeed.
I've got a potion of wrath we might be able to sell.
I have one of those too.
Why did I put away that PDF? Cool. Before long, because the shop you were pointed towards does not take very long to get to, you will come across, it's actually the pointy building I mentioned before. Obscure and otherworldly oddities are crammed together with exotic ingredients in the ramshackle shop. Waving its antennae, a 4-armed insect-like creature floating mid-air in the shop's center fixates its gaze on you as it enters. Welcome, my friends. How may I serve you? You hear as it clacks its mandibles. This creature is a 3 crane. You will be familiar with these from your own homeworld.
Hello, my good sir. We are interested presently in your collection of healing comestibles.
He finished taking a drag from a nearby hookah and putting the hose down. Yes, I foresaw you coming. healing potions, was it? I have what you may be looking for. And he produces 3 bottles from underneath a cushion nearby. 50 gold each, my friends.
I just can't stop myself from picturing Buster from Arrested Development in bug form.
Smoking a hookah.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the mother boy.
Mother boy. Yeah, good shit.
Like, I'm just imagining like the Alice in Wonderland variant of the Thrykean right now.
Well, yeah.
Sure.
Well, I can buy one of them.
I will pull out the Potion of Wrath, place it on the table. It's like, how many of those could this fetch?
Trade, you say? Well, that's me. May I take a small sample?
Yeah, I allow.
And you'll see it use its little mandibles to carefully uncork the bottle there and dip a small tip of one into just the top and reach underneath into its buggy mouth. Oh, what anger. I will be able to trade one of those at equal measure with that potion there.
I see no issue with this. Found it quite amenable.
Thank you very much. And did I hear another purchase as well?
Yes, I would like to buy one, please.
That's
this-
potion minor healing, right?
Yeah. It's a small one. And yes, this one was always meant for you. It says it hands over a green healing potion.
For me, personally?
It was foretold.
Oh, really? By who?
The great ones above, the small ones below, the ones inside of each of us.
Oh, gotta get it.
I am.
It's yours, as it collects its gold from you. One more, but which hands will have it at the end of the day?
Unfortunately, I cannot afford another one.
I can't afford a first one. Do you have any healers kits?
Oh, you want to learn to fish and not just be handed a fish. How are you?
I know how. I'm an avid fisherman already. I just need the lines, please.
And here's your rod. 9 gold for the wise cow jumping over the moon.
I would never do that. The boons cannot be gone over in such a way. That's blasphemous.
And yet,
Perhaps in a ship.
here you are.
If for that offense, I request to pay 6 gold.
Make a persuasion check,
Religious shake.
or unless you have a better thought of what type of roll you want to throw that direction.
Persuasion works.
Sure.
I don't know.
Perhaps this line has snapped for you as it slowly starts to take back the healers.
I'll take fine.
You will take fine, and I'll take 9.
I do like rhymes.
But also, like, give the man the fish, right? And let him fucking eat.
Right. You're not wrong. Well, was there anything else that you were looking for that might be surprising?
Was there anything else foretold that we would have?
Oh, challenging the fucking medium right out of the gate.
Much has been foretold, but it is not my story to tell, but yours.
Convenient.
I do perchance have a greatest hits version of it.
I heard greatest tits.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave that be. Yes.
Ignore that then.
Where's fucking James Randi when you need him?
Debunking all these mystics. I have $1 million here for anybody who will be able to prove their mysticism. I love James Randi. Great guy.
Oh yeah.
Terrible impression that I just did. No greatest hits. This story doesn't come with cliff notes. You must take the long way through the book.
Do you have any local greens?
As a matter of fact, we do. And in fact, he'll produce what looks to be cut freshly this morning, probably a leafy stalk. These are called
Chips.
yeah. This is called chip shade. You see how it flecks off easily there? It's unique to the rock. A cutting I offer for you. No charge at all for the offense.
Oh, thank you. And
But the
Gertie will
dressing
look
bit
at it
is
like
extra.
real close up and like at all angles, kind of like inspecting it really closely to one of her eyes on the side of her head. And then she's gonna pull out her staff of flowers and create another small handful of this, and then eat the whole handful.
The way that was described, and I'm envisioning that, is like Gertie has to put it to the side of her head to see it because she
Yeah,
can't
that's
see
exactly
in
what it
front
is.
of her.
That's what I was envisioning too, so I'm glad it came across.
Ooh, I'm just like, wow.
Just to be able to get it that close, to get that much detail, you gotta go to
it's
a
a
side.
visual.
Yeah, it's
Side.
good. That's really good.
Staring straight ahead, but looking at it over here. Yeah, that's
Yep.
The other eye just not registering.
Right, just like
exactly.
slowly lazing off.
Yep.
It's a sweet flavor. It's unique, honestly. You're used to more spicy greens back home, which is typical, but this is more. You've gone to colder climates, and this is something like that, but much, much sweeter.
She'll grow another big patch this time and pick up a couple big handfuls and hand out any to anyone who wants some. Anyone want to try? Shaw?
Sorry, what?
You're being offered foliage.
A chip, per se.
I suppose I've been known
Chip
to
shade.
partake once in a while. I take foliage. What kind of foliage is it?
Chip shade.
Gertie asked for some to be provided from the shopkeep here, and they did so gratefully. It's native to the rock. It's a sweet green when you taste it in your mouth.
Oh
Gertie
my.
grew it herself with magic just now. Super fresh.
That is actually quite good.
Yes. I don't tend to eat as quickly as you. I nibble on one leaf at a time.
Oh.
But
So what was that?
I
as
have
he's
a
got
few
like the whole
stomachs.
thing just in his mouth now.
when you have the ability to just grow it like that, well, I suppose we all have our talents. Was there anything else you needed from me?
I think I'm rather satiated.
I do not believe I can buy anything else.
Best of luck on your future battles.
He knew that we were going to get into a fight in the future. Surely he is blessedly divined.
The wise never tell. Bye now.
Can you tell me my name?
Goodbye.
Thanks.
How did you
She's
know
like
that we would
chewing
find
her
We help?
chip shade cud.
Delicious.
My new friend.
Indeed. Friend. And you leave the shop, and you can easily make it back to the ship if that's where you're going. What has been happening aboard the ship as they've been at the shop? A helmet turned upside down.
Mm-hmm.
Rokos boards the main deck of the second wind. Welcome back. Your friends went shopping.
Yeah.
Oh, did I hear what I thought I just heard?
What'd you hear?
It sounded feline.
Maybe. And he's gonna walk to the front of the boat with his helmet.
That's perfect.
All right, a few of you are coming back from a store. Another one of you is coming back from a boat, all carrying new cargo in hand. Yeah, and that's essentially what's going on now. You have made an alliance with the Commodore Crux, as well as his first mate, Mr. Flinch, and a tiefling seemed to be kind of a playful, but maybe possibly dangerous trickstery character named Fel Ardra, who has agreed to fly the boat, and they are waiting anxiously but patiently for everybody's arrival. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm still not remembering what the main objective is at the moment.
Sure. To catch us up on like what's going on in the story, there was a fleet of fucking ships that were dispatched over your planet, and they planted seeds that are very swiftly sowing destruction planet-wide, causing much chaos, and very soon the total destruction of your planet. You would know this to be caused by a empire. Sorry, I'm getting doubled up on my voice, so that's why I'm having a little stuttery trouble. Also, I'm a little stuttery, so that's also part of it. It's both. An empire of astral elves called the Xaryxian Empire, and you've had run-ins with these elves a couple times, killing a cadre of them very recently on the Rock of Brawl, a place that you were brought by Elena Sartell, who is, in a different boat. You went to the Rock. You met up with Commodore Crux, who has a grudge against the Astral Elves from way back, and he has agreed to take you to a coalition of people who dislike the Astral Elves, the Xaryxian Empire specifically, and that might be the only possible way of saving your planet. That's kind of the situation. If there's any way, this is the way. If that's something you're interested in doing, which, the adventure assumes you are.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And very, very recently, you guys went to a magic shop and bought some health potions from Three-Teen Mystic, and are on your way back to the boat currently. 3 of you, anyway. You're one of those. So, Ken, the question is, do you want to do anything else on the Rock of Brawl? It's kind of a really dangerous place for you guys right now. You've been attacked openly in the streets by Astral Elves here.
Seems like it's time to go.
Did we put the healing potions in the group thing, or
do we have a group thing?
I don't know, but I just realized I still have 0 under my healing potions, so I can't remember if yes.
There's a document of a group thing. I don't know if you guys marked on your character sheets when you bought the potions or not. It seems that maybe not in at least your case. I do believe you bought one. I
know I bought a healer's kit. So
okay.
that's all I bought myself.
Yeah. It's just not open.
But yeah, the group treasure doesn't have anything in it.
Okay.
I mean, I can go back and listen.
No, that's not your responsibility.
Yeah,
no. So I feel like we divvied out most of the stuff from last time.
Yeah, the stuff we got. Yeah, I have the breastplate on there.
But it's whether or not when you went to the magic shop specifically to buy those health potions, if those got marked on the character sheets at that time.
Do you have any listed, Brian?
Potion of healing, I got 2 of them. I'm pretty sure I bought 1 and paid for it.
Okay. Well, that's that. That's my bad for not putting it down if that's the case, or maybe I'll go back.
Well, yeah. Well, maybe between sessions, we'll see what happens. I don't know.
Yeah.
Cool. So, you are approaching the boat and can board the boat. If you choose to do that, and you do.
Yeah.
Yes. I thought Wendy was going to say something, so.
Oh, no.
I just heard you take a deep breath, and so I was waiting.
Oh, no, that's just due to my general exasperation with life.
I'll drink to that.
And as you board the boat, the Commodore greets you and says to Fel, "All right, it's time for us to get off this rock." And she says, "Aye, Captain. Commodore. Aye.
Are you ready, party?"
No. And so Fel swiftly begins to climb up Starbow. And what you see in the leaves is a seat amongst the branches.
Oh.
And from there, she seems to connect and communicate with Starbow, who takes you the fuck off the rock here, and you slowly start to drift away into the vastness of wild space. What was I gonna say?
Ow.
So, there's a coalition of folk that don't like the astral elves, and they're meeting up in a place that's called Doom Space. It's pretty much as I've heard about that. I don't know exactly how to get there. I just know what it's called. But I do know someone who knows how to do it. There's a friend of mine, a cartographer named Coppola. Well, more a startographer. He lives in a nearby tower. It's about a day's trip away, right on the edge of this space system we're in now.
Does not sound like a nice place to go.
Oh no, she's plenty great. Standard wizard tower stuff. You know the type.
I meant the Doom part of the area.
Yeah, who knows? I know the Xaryxian Empire comes from a place called Xaryxis space. Maybe there's just a people called the Doom Empire or something that ruled over this place.
Yes, that sounds equally charming.
Names are what names are. Aye, Captain, says Flint, agreeing from nearby. Anyhow, Cupola will have directions to how to get to Doom Space, and there we can meet up with the coalition of folk and perhaps save your worlds. Get back at the Xaryxian Empire anyway. And a dark scowl crosses his face.
How long will the journey take?
From wild space system to wild space system, I'm not entirely sure, but Coppola's Tower is about a day out from here.
All right.
In the meantime, make yourselves at home. There's some places to sleep down under. Me, Boda is Stu Boda, and if there's... there might be some upkeep that I might ask for some help with. It's a free ride, but, there might be some work to do. I'm sure you understand.
Certainly.
No such thing as a free boat ride, I suppose.
Won't be too hard for folk of your capabilities, I'm sure. And
Just
with that...
give us the word.
Indeed. And with that, you head out into wild space. Over the first hour, traveling away from the rock or so, is there anything that you folks want to start on doing at all or talk about?
I don't think so.
Gertie wants to watch how this thing is flown. Just try to, get a feeling. In case the need ever arises to fly.
Sure. It seems. Make a perception check for me, please. It seems like fell, or it could be the boat itself. Might require it, but the piloting of this boat is being done in a very much more technical manner. The turns, when they're needed, are done more sharply and with more precision. It felt like the last ship you on flowed more. This one seems a bit more jagged in its feel.
Can you remind me what the mechanism for driving was like in the other ship?
Sure. They are both very similar in that you simply sit in the seat and your mind connects with the ship itself. And the Spelljammer can, you attune to that seat. The seat is a magic item. Yeah. And that's
okay. Got it.
Oh, this one is not driven by the tree?
Well, the tree is the boat. You still need and the Spelljamming helm, which is the name of that chair, the magic item, a Spelljamming helm.
The whole boat is made out of the tree?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I missed that part.
Yeah. It's a tree that, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
You get it. You got it. Its branches and not branches, but its roots essentially twisted, and there seems to be other planks of wood throughout, but it's all really held together by the root system of this tree. Starbow, who you briefly spoke to, because, well, it was brief for him. It took a while for you guys to get what he was saying, because he talks real slow.
Yeah, against my personal better judgment, I think I would like to try and get a story out of him.
He will be happy to regale you with the story. I will not roleplay the whole fucking thing. What questions are you asking that might provoke a story out of him?
Looking to write some sort of ballad. I want to get details of like a cool space battle that they got into at some point. And then brace myself for like 8 hours of hearing one round of combat. So, normal Dungeons and Dragons.
And he will regale you with the story of a battle that he and Commodore Crux got into together years back. And during the telling of the story, you see Crux's face grow darker and darker. Over the course of the first hour or so, it doesn't feel like much has happened in the story so far. Like, there's no fighting yet. It's just kind of all lead up. And just as something interesting happens, I'm going to ask for perception checks, please.
From everyone?
From, everyone.
Did you go?
Well, it shouldn't have been an advantage, but the first one is still the good one.
Right.
Why didn't it go? Oh, I don't. Yeah. Same.
Rokups with their keen eyes, or perhaps Raucous? That's a name. That's a way to say those letters. With their keen eyes, is the first to spot at 250 feet away a huge and monstrous jellyfish-like creature.
Oh.
And within the clear dome of this jellyfish-like creature stands a person holding a trident.
Oh.
Pretty.
And in each of your minds, you hear a pre-written speech. Just making sure I'm getting this all right. Perfect. Yep. Heading to Topola's Tower, are we? I don't think so. My friends in the Xaryxian Empire don't want you meddling in their affairs. But forgive me, I haven't introduced myself. My name is Hastin. When the elves came looking for a suitable world to nourish their dying star, I suggested yours. It isn't every day that you get to witness the destruction of a planet. I promise it will end beautifully, even if you are not alive to see it. And at that point, you see a magical teleportal open up on the deck of your ship. And I'm going to ask that we roll initiative.
Oh, shit. Let's go.
Is the turtle door open?
Shit. Nah, bro, it's not. I'm bad at this. Go ahead.
Did we get quarters on this ship?
You were told that there, yes. You were told there was some space underneath, and you could have done something during that hour. Yeah, totally.
Okay.
But we haven't had time to rest, right?
I would have liked to have removed the contents of my helmet, but it placed it in my quarters.
Very fair. Absolutely.
Whoa. Sorry, I'm trying to roll my initiative, but I have a little bit of user error. There we go.
Should I re-roll?
Oh, are we going to be fighting on this map?
Shit. No, we're not. That's a good ass point, bro.
I guess now we all need to anyways.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good... No, is that...
Doesn't show up for us. Do you have it? Can you see our...
Yeah. I wouldn't say you need to reroll. I got it. This is going to work out fine. We're just going to do one of these, and in fact, we're going to include... at the sign of distress, Flinch heads inside pretty immediately. There we go. And that's... oh, wait. It looks like... I don't see your initiative. Oh, I do see your initiative. There it is. Okay. I see what's going on. Is there a reason why...
Oh, I wasn't selected. That's why.
Brian, is there a reason why your initiative is on here twice?
Yeah, because I rolled it again when we switched the things.
Okay, we'll keep that 18 then.
Oh no, the 18 was the one I re-rolled and had to adjust to a 12.
Okay, so it's a 12. Got it. And Gertie got that number, and you got that number, and brilliant. Cool. And they also need... Oh, we'll also need to do that. Man, so many people need to be rolled into this initiative. That needs initiative. And, okay, I guess we need to bring...
I'm going to take a moment to go grab something to
Yes,
drink
please. Go ahead. Yeah, absolutely. And you can position yourself as you would be on the boat during the Starborough story.
I'm back.
Would it be on that top level, like next to Starbo's token? Because I can't move myself up there.
You can't move yourself up there. Why?
I don't know.
Do you
it's like keeping me contained in the boat. Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I'm constricted to the physical bounds of the boat.
Interesting. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
But if you want to be up there, is what you're saying?
Yeah, totally. Especially if that's where I can also watch where the driving is going on. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Although both of those you'd be looking at the same thing for both of those essentially.
Yeah. I figured, which is perfect. That's exactly what I would love.
Yep, got it.
That's ideal.
And they're there. And Dom, are you good with where you're currently located on the ship? During this story of what's his fuck. Just making sure. Oh boy. Let's move these in and let's move this to... I'm still not done rolling initiative? I'm not. Brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and now float on my float. Okay. And then we need to order this. Brilliant. So a portal opens up right where Hastane is standing now, and it is their turn first, and that is an action on their turn to do. However, with the bonus action, they're going to ask for Rokos to make an intelligence saving throw, please.
Yikes.
Ooh. Essentially, are you immune to charm?
I don't think so, but there's a couple things that...
Right. There's a lot.
Oh, they weren't 5 feet of me, right?
Nope.
Okay, just making sure.
The effects this time are
still only within 5 feet. Yeah, I just with some new stuff, I just have to double check.
Gotcha.
Oh wait. Okay, never. Nope. No. I don't think I have anything that's gonna stop that.
Essentially, you don't have a reaction until your turn. They cause you to use your reaction up with that bit there. But it did take their action to get onto the ship, and that's going to be it. And they start moving up towards the stairs. Counter for Star.
Let's see. They were on the boat, yes?
They are on the boat currently, yes. Their portal is closed behind them.
All right. Sorry, I need to move the light source on that floor to see what's happening.
Okay.
All right. As for what I'm going to do, let me check and shit. I'm going to throw a 3rd level slot at a haste spell for Rokos. It's like, all right, friend, I trust you'll be able to make quick work of this. That's a joke. I say that's a joke, sir.
And with that, something about what you've just done really inspires the Commodore. It feels like at the same time as you're throwing this haste spell just past the intruder's head, the Commodore is able to use that to get advantage on this attack here.
Oh.
It's as though something about the two of you right now seem to be working in perfect sync.
Oh, also, I think I have to move here in order to actually reach, but that's fine.
Fair enough. Cool. And that is what the Commodore... You get off my boat, you bastard, says Sustained, pulling out a musket and taking a shot at... says Crutz.
Okay.
Yeah. Taking a shot at Sustained. Raucous.
Why are you mispronouncing my name?
I don't know. Raucous.
Okay. How far away are they? Is that where they're located?
Yeah. It's all,
okay.
Except for the aesthetic on the side here, this is all as it is.
Okay. Sometimes I'm just not fully sure if that's just like a token, but they're really like a little bit further or whatever. Just want to make sure what I'm doing is totally accurate.
Yep.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that should be all fine for me because it's literally just I'm only seeing. I see a person here. Sorry, I only saw this at first. That's why I was so confused. I didn't know what was happening.
No, it's the person on the boat. The aesthetic is still like 250 feet out.
1, 2, 3, 4. God, and I'm hasted. If I already didn't have so much to have to think about. Boy, what am I gonna do? I'm going to go big or go home, I think. I'm going to use a fighting spirit, which is going to give me advantage on my attacks. Yep. So I know what that means. And then my katana is also a little bit different now. In that, for the sake of this, I might as well use the feature, right? I'm going to run up to this person, and as I do, I'm going to unsheath a little Tonto that I've never used before. Mm-hmm. So I now have my Moon Katana in one hand and Tonto in the other.
Ooh.
I have to read that weapons ability. There's a little... Did I not add it to this? It has Nick, which I think means I can attack as an offhand thing as part of my juice.
I'll need to pull up those files, I suppose.
I thought I added Nick to this weapon. That's why I'm... yes, light property. You make it as part of the attack action instead of as a bonus action once per turn.
Mm-hmm.
So that should now be, by my count, sorry for that's taking so long, but I wanted to make sure I had this all together. 3 attacks in total, 2 from my katana, 1 from my Tonto at advantage. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
So here is a katana.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, fuck it up.
Here is a Pano. Here's another katana. What is haste doing for me? Changed, didn't it?
Oh, good question. I'm casting Old Haste. Hold up. Which UA would that have been under?
Oh boy. That's a really good question. Cleric and species?
Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a... Growing Pains, y'all. That wasn't Growing Pains, though. That was Full House, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Growing Pains is, you're gonna find your way. Don't waste another minute on your crying. That's what I meant to sing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, these 3 attacks are definitely happening. I just wasn't sure.
Yeah. And
Haste was going to add more to it.
2 of those definitely get through.
Excellent.
Is there new haste even? Do we know that there is new haste?
I thought something happened where it was different, but maybe it's not.
Well, it's not Cleric and Species.
Well, does Old Haste just give me another attack?
Old Haste gives you an extra action on your turn, which can be used for movement, action. Wait, it gives you an extra. One moment while I look at the text of the time spell.
Oh boy, can you tell it's been a while since we played D&D?
Right.
Oh god, I'm crossing the streams. Target speed is okay. That's what it is. The target speed is doubled. +2 to your AC, advantage on deck saves, and an additional action on your turn, which can only be used to take the attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object action.
Well, I might as
The
well
attack
do
action is 1 weapon attack only, according to the spell.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do that now. Did it do it? I don't feel like it did anything. No, it did not. One more time. I'm clicking the wrong thing because I'm foolish. There's that with haste. Is there any reason why I can't? Yeah. Action surge.
Sure.
Which is going to... 1 additional action. Okay. Now, it's still 1 more weapon attack, right?
No, with action surge, it's a normal attack action.
Okay.
Yeah, action surge is the full
I'll
thing.
get 2 more.
Yep.
A 1. I'm still clicking the wrong thing. A 1 and a 2. All right, that's it. That's all the blender I can do.
And with 4 successful slashes out of several more that have come through in the past few seconds, you have instantly bloodied this creature in front of you as it hisses and turns and looks at you with disdain. Is that all for your turn?
I relinquish my turn.
Indeed. Young Gertie.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and move to the top of these stairs. Can I see over to whoever the fuck this person is from there?
Hastain has introduced themselves.
Hastain.
Yes, you can.
Great. Well, I kind of want to be like straddling the top of the stairs, so it's like I can duck out of the way if need be, but you know.
Okay.
Yeah. But Gertie will then. Oh man, I had a plan, but now it's kind of changed after that last turn. But adjustment is needed, so pardon me.
You are pardoned.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and with my action. Sorry, I keep going back and forth now. Because that's an action. Yeah, I'll go ahead. I'll use my bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon, which is going to come out in the form of a giant cowbell. And it's gonna go try to clonk her right on the head. Clonk them right on the head.
And it does try to clonk them, but clonk them it fails to do.
Damn. Well then, hopefully while it's distracted from the clonk, I'm also gonna fire off a Sacred Flame. That's a thing I can do, right? It's a cantrip. And it's the spiritual weapon is a bonus action. Yeah.
And yeah, the cantrip's in action. Yeah, it should be good there. I think that's copacetic. Right, deck save. Here we go. It fails its deck save and takes 10 damage.
Nice.
This thing is looking real rough at this point. you begin to notice it has lost much of its vibrancy that it entered the situation with. Anything else?
No.
Starborough, you notice, picks up a rock using a vine-like branch and hurls it towards the aesthetic across the wild space. Okay. So many sheets here. It hits, and you see the rock bounce off the aesthetic there, but seems to leave a bit of a scratch. Xanril, and you notice that the ship you're on pulls slightly farther away from the aesthetic as well. It is Xanril's turn.
Why not? I will try. Where did it go? There it is. No, I'm just gonna send a Eldritch Blast. Okay, wait. How many? That's changed. Hold on, let me look at the. Why can't I? I hope I'm not clicking that a million times for you guys. Okay.
You did.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to open the information. Make a ranged spell attack on a hit. The spell creates more than one beam when you reach higher warlock levels. 2 beams at 5th level. Okay, so 2 of them.
Okay, and do you want to take these rolls here?
Sure.
The first one of these does hit. The second one misses wildly.
And then I think I don't get like 2 attacks or anything, right? My character changed so much. Well, that was 1 attack with 2 beams of the Eldritch Blast, right?
Sure. Yes. They're the same thing, really. For spellcasters with cantrips, they get to double them up or whatever, or get more damage. For characters, they get multiple attacks.
I didn't realize that. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess that's it.
Okay. There's a... Oh, never mind. Not that first. First this. You all hear suddenly a piercing scream echo through wild space from the aesthetic 250 feet behind you. I'm going to need you each to make a charisma saving throw for me, please.
Ooh, charisma saves. Can't have shit in wild space.
Oh.
Charisma. Is that what? And so
charisma save, indeed.
Charisma persuasion check. So, some things went
Is this
for me. I'm a little more social now, so I just wanted to triple check. I don't get to do anything special here, but it's not.
Is this to be charmed?
In that way.
This is not a charm effect, no.
Okay.
Okay.
Charisma
save. Is this?
I no longer have a high charisma.
It is not a Oh, wait. Let
me get this verbiage. Is this a spell being cast within 5 feet of me?
Definitely not.
Okay. That looks like what it has to be for that to be a thing. So it is just this charisma save.
Okay.
Yeah.
It looks like only Gertie passed this charisma save.
Whoa!
The rest of you are stunned for a single round.
No.
And you take 13 psychic damage. Gertie, you take 6 of that.
13.
13 damage.
8 here.
Oh, man.
More importantly, you notice that Starbow goes
Excuse me.
extraordinarily still.
Oh, no.
As does Fel herself, who has taken... It looks like they've taken quite a bit more punishment than you, based off of the blood streaming heavily out of their nose and ears. If you kind of get to all these things, how does this work? No.
Can we tell what that's from?
That's from the aesthetic. It's a scream from the ship behind, not ship, but the jellyfish-like creature behind you.
Oh, because it's like, it's a being. Okay.
Yeah, it's a being. And the ship itself feels like it's hard to tell that you're moving in wild space, but it feels like you've come to a dead stop. Oh, sorry, Recounter, you also made the save. I didn't. No, wait. What is this Constitution save at the bottom?
That was my save to maintain concentration.
Gotcha. Fair enough. Falls out of the tree and onto the ground.
Oh no.
Looking more at what this does. Creature turn. Yep. Failed save. Yep. Okay, and I need to roll a couple of these. Excellent. All right, that happened. And Hastain has a turn now. With that, you see a glow on a diadem that they're wearing atop their head as they begin to do some jutsu, some hand motions, and behind Rokos appears fully healthy. Sorry. And why is it like this? Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Why would you do this? Okay, I'll need to. That's fine. And fully healthy. What seems to be a duplicate, a copy of Hastain. And they are going to ask an intelligence saving throw out of Rokos.
Was that magic at all?
It was magic, totally, but it was not a spell. And I think you're also stunned.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let's say.
And stunned, even, you stagger, uncontrolled to you, 10 feet to the south. And they're going to ask another intelligence saving throw out of you, actually.
Okay.
This is the second Hastain doing the same mind trick. And that one you have no trouble blocking out. It seems the copy isn't quite as domineering. So that was the one thing. That was the second thing. That was one action, and the second one hasn't taken their action yet, which they will use to hold out a hand and send a chromatic bolt of lightning at Fashaw at the top of the stairs in front of them from behind and over Hastain. Oh boy, here we go. Why am I bad at this?
You're great at this.
I'll stop you.
You are.
That's a 25 to hit, which I imagine it does.
Oh yeah, fuck me up, fam.
Why would it be plus 13? That doesn't make any sense. Plus 2 tough damage. Yep, you are dealt 12 lightning damage. I don't know why it's saying plus 13, so I'm not going to give you that extra damage because I can't see why you would have to. Also, you cannot take reactions until the start of the Rhaegar's next turn, Hastain's next turn, that is. Cool, and that's what they do. And for Shaw, it is your turn. You have one very, very bloody-looking enemy and one fresh-looking enemy in front of you.
And I just want to remind myself, because it's been a minute, it is either 10 or half of the damage that I took for the concentration save, right?
That's right. I believe that's accurate. So I
think I'm still maintaining.
Yep, I think you're good. But you are stunned this round. Is that accurate?
That does sound accurate.
Okay. And so is the Commodore. Rokos, I believe that is also accurate for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gertie, I think, is free to act.
Gertie looks around herself at all of the people who are standing there and, like, in the air, wiggles her her spiritual weapon, cowbell, around and says, "Everyone, wake up! We still have a fight here!" And she's gonna use the spiritual weapon. Wait a second. Who the fuck is this?
What do you mean, who the fuck is that? That's Fel. She's been flying the ship.
Oh, okay. I didn't. Okay, sorry. Oh.
Wave looking around like, who the fuck are you?
I just didn't recognize the token, but that's yeah.
Tiefling later. Why the fuck?
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use my bonus action for spiritual weapon on the hurt past stain.
Cool.
Yeah.
You kill this creature with a spiritual cowbell. What does that look like?
Like somebody has a fever.
I mean, I was clonking it, so them. So yeah, just a heavy clonk right on the head that I assume just drops them.
Yeah, it does just drop them, and with them being dropped, you see the copy of them dissipate into naught.
Oh, good. What I was hoping would happen. And then I still have my action, and I'm gonna go ahead and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I cut through like the square a little? I want to get over next to Fashaw if possible.
That's fine. That'll
okay. Work. And I'm gonna go ahead and use my healer's kit on you, which means that you. What the fuck does it mean again?
All these new rules.
I just can't remember anything. You can use one of your hit dice one of your hit dice, and you'll get that many hit points back, plus my proficiency.
All right.
What's your hit dice?
D8.
Nice. Oh, so that's 5 hit points.
Plus my constitution, you said?
No, it was plus my proficiency bonus, so it's 5 total.
Tom got bored of this game, I guess, and left.
Oh.
What?
It says you're disconnected on Roll20.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh, you're connected again. Yeah,
weird.
I don't know.
That's weird.
Cool. Is that it for Gertie?
An action, a bonus action, and movement, right? Yeah, that's all.
Starbo is stunned this turn. Zanril, I believe, is stunned this turn.
Mm-hmm.
The aesthetic. Once again.
Is that what that's actually called?
Yes.
It is my passion.
Is going to ask for another. Oh, what was the save again? Charisma save out of everybody.
Oh, God. Okay, I'm going to remember that I have luck this time, though. Or lucky.
Oh,
jeez.
If I need to. There's charisma.
Oh! All right.
Thems that have failed, which is, I think just Rokos this time, take 9 psychic damage. Thems as pass, take 4. Rokos is stunned for 1 more round, but it really doesn't end up mattering in the long run of things, as you see the aesthetic at the death of its master turn and rocket off away from your ship, seemingly no longer wanting to battle, and perhaps very sad. But it seems like there's no longer any danger to be had as the stun wears off very shortly thereafter.
I'm going to use my cowbell for the last 8 rounds to try to play a little song to cheer people up.
I feel no longer the need to fear the Reaper.
Yeah, perfect.
Fel awakens out of their stun lock pretty shortly after the rest of you. And they seem to be examining Starbo, and they are panicked. They are very, very panicked. No. When that thing, whatever the fuck that thing was, when it screamed into my head, I think it disabled Starbo. I don't think we're going to be moving for a long time.
I would like to use my awakened mind and try and telepathically speak to Starbow. Bo? Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
And say, are you there?
It feels like you're talking to a tree and not a tree person.
All right. I do not sense a presence anymore.
You mean to say they killed the tree?
Feels like
Can
the
I-
spirit is gone.
Could I revivify it?
You could try.
Oh,
You can make a nature check.
yeah.
You can also, whoever wants to, can make a nature check.
I don't know much about nature outside of my town.
There you go.
I'll try.
Certainly no harm in attempting.
Well, I don't know if I should let the 666 just stand for itself.
That should be rewarded.
One of them was a mistake.
Yeah.
It accidentally rolled twice, so it's just 6-6.
Examining Starbow's leaves and the bark, it's tough to tell, especially since it's a tree ant and not really a tree. But it seems that it's probably still alive, just stunned, but very deeply stunned.
Does it seem like it might be cursed?
Make an Arcana check, or whoever's thinking about the magic side of this, can make an Arcana check.
Oh.
And yeah, Zanro with just like a font of knowledge, but also Gertie with just a little bit of luck on their side. Both come to a similar conclusion, and that it's probably just going to take time. And that's based on what Fel said. That's probably what they're thinking as well. According to your guys' guess, maybe days, maybe a couple weeks.
Oof.
But it's really hard to say. You've won a victory, but at what cost? You're stranded on a ship without a functional spelljamming helm, adrift in the vast ocean of wild space. And that's the end of chapter 4.
Well, shit.
Shit
I
indeed.
suppose one could say that we are presently lost in space. Wild space.
Indubitably. And at this point is when I would play our theme song. But man, I don't. Well, I guess yeah. We're all hopping on the YouTube app. Everybody get on the YouTube app. We got to do it.
I really thought you were about to say is when you all level up.
Oh no, that was every 3 chapters.
Oh, well, there you go.
Not to give away, spoilers, but it's the way it's fucking.
Pretty formulaic.
Yeah. Okay, how do I do that? Do like this? Yeah, there we go. Theme song.
Theme song. That's what I feel like it is.
It's a motherfucking remix.
Oh man, it's been a minute since I heard this.
Mm-hmm.
Bets.
So we're really gonna need to do a full recap every session, right?
Yeah, full on recap.
I get you. I hear it, and it makes sense. I understand.
Well,
And
it was a little extra long this time too.
Yeah.
Sure. I can shorten it up. But yeah.
Oh no! I mean between sessions.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
And that track slaps. Just kidding.
I like it a lot.
Time. Reality.
All right.
Find the GarageBand version for a Windows computer so I can still do stuff like that.